Hello, everybody. It's James here from ItsMuchMore, and today we've got a festive treat for you. This is a Christmas special, so we've got some great guests lined up, and also some great panel members lined up for the unofficial or whatever it's called, Evercade. I'll get the name right. I've already had a couple of sherries because it's Christmas and I've broken up for work. So yeah. Anyway, it's going to be a good night. We've got loads to cover. Some big announcements happen today as well for the Evercade community. So yeah, I'm going to do what I normally do, and I'm going to talk for a bit. Then I'm going to bring some of the panel members in. Some will drop out and some will come in throughout the night. So yeah, get your questions in as well. So if you've got any good questions you want to ask any of us, if we answer it, we can. If we don't, we won't. So yeah, it's going to be a fun evening. So it's a festive hat, festive shirt. I've got some sherry or cherry bee, whatever it is, and I got a mince pie because it's Christmas Eve. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to invite some people in, and here we go. So this is the Evercade fans group, the unofficial Facebook group. So yeah, here we go. We're going to invite some people in now. See who you are. Get in there. So far we have Liam and we have Andy as well from his Facebook, not Facebook, from his YouTube channel. I do apologize for the how I am today. It's I've run up the stairs and I've not caught my breath back yet. So yeah, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, we'll go through and we'll start off with Liam and then we'll go on to Andy, and then yeah, we'll just catch up with some of the comments as well, and then later on down the line some of the other admin team will come along and they'll ask some questions as well and give out some information about a giveaway as well. So we'll start off with Liam. So introduce yourself as well first. You're new here to the admin team. Tell us what you've been up to.
Yeah, first time on. Basically just doing the fanzine, but the last one out last week. Started on the next one, which hopefully come out probably early Feb. We've got the game reviews done, just hopefully getting same sort of thing as the first time round, just and with additional content or interviews, articles, that sort of thing.
That's it. So if you haven't seen already, that is like a PDF sort of magazine that focuses on the Evercade. It has, like you said there, Liam, reviews and news and great stuff. So go and check it out if you haven't done so already, and sign up for the mailing list. So all the details will be in that in the Facebook group as well, and how you can sign up, which is great. And Andy, what have you been up to as well? I mean, last time I saw you, you weren't wearing Santa hats. What have you been up to?
That's right. Yeah. Me and my Santa hat. First of all, can I just say to Liam, fantastic Fanzine Magazine, absolutely fantastic. I finally got a chance to read it, absolutely blinding. Yeah, I've just been working. I think I work in retail, so you can imagine this time of year it's terrible, very busy. Just still getting a chance to make some videos. Probably not as long as they usually are, mine, because of time restraints. But yeah, that's basically what I've been doing, working a lot.
That's it. Yeah. Well, yes, likewise. I think I've been working as well, and since the start of lockdown. So it's this is my real break now. So I'm looking forward to it. Just a couple of days before I think I'm back one day and then off for a little bit. So it's all good. So we also have another member of the admin team coming in right now as we speak.
Oh yeah, Roger.
There is Roger.
Hello, Liam. Cheers.
You all right?
Yesterday, your magazine was absolutely fantastic.
Cheers, Roger.
I wish I'd done more for you. I don't feel like I did enough for you for that one, but I was there if you needed me.
Oh no, we need plenty of second reviews this time round. So
is the second one? It's not Interplay, is it? Is it the second one? Not Atari. It's
I think it's the Namco, and I was going to do the Namco and the Day Tree. With the both smaller ones, I was going to do the Namco and the Day Tree one.
Oh yeah, Christmas jumper, Star Wars.
Yeah, I've got a Christmas shirt on, got a Santa hat. There we go. First comment from the Retro Bear. Good evening, Retro Bear. Thank you very much for being with us. I'm looking forward to checking out your new videos for next year as well. I've been enjoying those Wii videos. Made me spend time in CX picking up 50p Wii games looking for a manual. So yeah, thanks for that.
What a fantastic guy. Nice to see you, Retro Bear.
Awesome guy. So yeah, the comments are going to come through. So we're going to kind of do what we normally do, and I'll try and get the comments answered as quickly as I can. And I'll put them up on the screen if they're relevant. If they're not, then you guys can talk amongst yourselves. But yeah, so Retro Bear is a good guy, and so let's get through some of these comments. Loads coming through here already. It's nice to have.
Howdy.
Howdy.
A little turtles. Is that a Lego one, or is that a? I don't know. That looks like a Lego one, but different. Yeah. Have you seen the turtles outfits? How they've deteriorated over the years. I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Chris. Yeah, some of the original movie outfits. How they've kind of deteriorated over the years. Go and check it out. It's on YouTube. It's pretty cool.
They might kill you.
Dad's
Dreams once they want to see the kids.
Hi, Daz.
Yep. Hi, Daz.
What have we got here then?
We should have that surprise guest joining us shortly, James.
Yes, we do have a surprise guest. I mean, we're not really prepared this too much. I mean, I've got a list of what we're going to talk about, but it's just, it's Christmas. Let's just enjoy it and just chat about the Evercade. Talk to you guys as well, which is all good. But we do have a couple of things to cover. Some great things that are coming up as well. Maybe some giveaways as well, and also an announcement which happened earlier today from the Evercade guys. We're going to have a quick look at the trailer later on for that as well. But if you don't know,
about that, Andy.
Yeah.
I thought you would be.
If you don't know what it is, we'll show you later on. So yeah.
What a fantastic announcement it was. Wow.
There's Eric as well from the team. All good there.
I'm sure they probably all know already.
Yeah, everyone should know. If they don't, then you're going to really like the trailer that we have coming up later on in the show. Big Fuzzy Yak, thank you very much for being with us. She's a cool streamer on Twitch and also YouTube as well. She's quite good on her Instagram. Good one, James. Yep, that's me. And what's this? I can see the thumbs up now as well. Cheers, Andy. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, Andy's a cool guy, and I'm always looking forward to watching Andy's videos on YouTube. And I've just recently signed up to your Facebook group as well. So
yeah, brilliant.
And we've got 2 giveaways.
We do have 2 giveaways coming up. Right. So without further ado, we'll get some of these preempted questions that I have. But if you do have any questions you want to ask any of the panel team here, whether it be about the Evercade, retro gaming, anything at all, Christmas, what you're expecting, anything like that, then just put a comment in the comments field and we'll answer it live on air. So I'm not wearing this silly hat for nothing. So
same here.
yeah, your one is your one's got something. What is that?
Yeah,
is that
what the hell is this going on here, eh?
Yeah, I know. What is that?
Weird.
Right, okay.
I think it's coming loose.
Oh gosh, Kevin Bacon, Footloose. That's a reference there. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
What we got? I want your question answered. Yep. If you want your question answered live on air, by all means, get it in the comments field. I can see them packing up now in the chat, which is great. So yeah, keep them coming, and we'll get through them. That's it. Right. So what have we got here? What preemptive ones have we got? So these are the ones I've made up for myself, the team, and anyone in the comments. So have you pre-ordered the new carts for 2021? So that includes Indie Heroes, Jalico, Team 17, and the special one that was announced today. Have you guys all pre-ordered them? And also in the chat as well, if you are fans of Evercade, if not, then by all means, let us know as well. Have you pre-ordered those carts? And I'll start with you, Liam. Have you pre-ordered all of them?
Not yet, no. I mean, the one today, definitely interesting, because I sort of quite a big fan of football games, and I missed all the census stuff the first time around, because I wasn't born for some of it. But yeah, but I'd like to hear everyone talk about it, so I missed that the first time around. So no, they still update the roster to the day, don't they? So like with the new teams and new players. So it'd be nice to sort of be able to play Centre. So yeah, that one definitely pre-ordering that one.
Mm.
Be nice to see.
I mean, that one, the one that we're not speaking of, because it's going to be an announcement later. But yeah, that is going to be a good one.
Oh yeah.
But no, yeah, that is going to be great. And I mean, if you already know, it's going to be awesome. I'm going to show you a trailer for it later. If I'm actually going to say it now, so it makes it easier for us to talk to. It's I think is it Codemasters? Is it another Codemasters one?
Codemasters.
Yeah.
Oh my word! Yeah, brilliant.
So, I mean, we already saw the Codemasters logo on a previous one. So there it is.
Tell you what, if you live in England and you haven't heard of Codemasters,
yeah, the Oliver twins are great guys, and yeah, the Dizzy collection was awesome. And looking forward to the Codemasters collection, playing games like Cannon Fodder, Sensible Soccer, and all those great games that we all remember. But yeah, we're going to have a trailer for those games, which showcases all the games later on that are included in the cartridge. And these are physical cartridges; they're not digital downloads. You get to keep the cartridge, you get a lovely manual in a box, and you can store them, like I have, on a little shelf or in a display cabinet, like Andy has and others have. But yeah. So Roger, I'm guessing that you've pre-ordered. If you haven't pre-ordered them, are you going to pick them up from a game store or anything like that?
I think the last pre-order was Jalico and the other one. I'm pretty sure I'm up to date with them.
Okay.
But not any of the brand new ones like the one released today, obviously, because that would be around about April when we can pre-order that.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty much up to it, but you know, you guys know how much I love the Evercade, so I want more. I want to have the collection of legit games. You know, I've got plenty of systems where you can run, you know, emulators and that on, but this is a legal emulator, and I like that it's a collection. So
yes, very good.
Absolutely.
Very well said. And are you going to go through the route of pre-ordering anything if you haven't done, or are you going to go to a game shop or whenever game shop and just pick it up from the shelf? I mean, you mentioned previously.
I'll tell you what, I'm sticking to my guns there just this time because what happened to me last time, as I said to you guys then, I'd pre-ordered them and they're actually sitting on the shelf of my game where my mate works for about 2 weeks before mine turned up. So this time I'm testing it, and I'll tell you what, if I fall flat on my face, I'm going to be so angry, but I'm going to try and just walk into game and pick them up. It's actually going to be a video of mine doing that. So just putting it to the test. Let's see if I can get them quicker from game than I would have done ordering them from Funstock this time round. I mean, I've had fantastic experience with Funstock in the past, but that really annoyed me at the time. That I was walking into game and seeing them just sitting there, my mates going, "Look, here they are," and I'm like, "Shut up! I could have picked them up now." So yeah, I'm putting it to a test. See what happens.
I mean, that's it. I mean, I've never picked up a full retail game from the shops for a long time, so I haven't pre-ordered any of the new ones. I've got the Atari Lynx Collection 1. I got it for my birthday at the start of December, so I'm hoping Santa has delivered the Collection 2, because I haven't played the first one until I've got the second one, so I'm going to do a video on both of them. But I'm looking forward to your video, and you're going into the game shop if you do, and pick it up from the shelf. That'd be absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I just bought something. I'll be back in 1 second.
Okie dokie. Right, so let's get some of these comments in. So I know Roger's camera is a little bit foggy at the moment. It is. I think he's been playing too much Silent Hill, so it's gone a bit scary where he is. But yeah, so
either that or he's been vaping too much.
That's it. I've been vaping too much, Andy.
Yeah, that's it.
So let's get these comments coming through then. But we do have some other admin coming on later, such as Martin, and we do have another special guest as well, because Andy is our resident special guest for these live streams, and we do have another one later on. It's good to have the community of Evercade with us. Danestar, evening. Thank you very much. So I'm going to get these comments going through, but I'm not using a very fast computer at the moment. I'm using a dodgy laptop, so everything is going rather slow. So just bear with me. Survivor Series 91.
Yeah.
Was that?
They nearly forgot us.
Wasn't the Legion of Doom one, was it, where they burnt down on the bikes? Is that Wembley or was that something else? I can't remember.
Who's the guy on the space station?
Space Station.
Space Station.
Is that Spacehead on the new collection?
I don't know.
Or is it like some Russian or Chinese guy?
Haven't got a clue. What's this? Crazy Burger. What do you think of the new Codemasters cart? Well, I mean, I've not even watched the trailer properly or even read anything about it. I just saw on Discord that the Evercade guys mentioned a new cart. I checked out what it was, and it does look quite interesting. And being a big fan of Codemasters, I got quite a lot of their cassette games on the Amstrad. I'm hoping, because it says Cartridge Collection 1, I'm hoping there's going to be quite a fair few new ones, like Collection 3, 4, and so forth.
It's very foggy, John.
So yeah, it's just foggy outside. You know, it's must have the window open.
I don't know what's up with my camera today.
It just makes it more fun, doesn't it? It's something different to look at instead of my ugly mug.
Wow, the bear only picked it up 10 days ago. Wow.
Oh.
He hasn't been taking my advice.
Well, you can have a good Christmas then.
Yeah, that's it. He's going to have a blinding Christmas. Yeah, Russ, get all them carts now.
That's it. You got to collect them all.
Yeah. You can't have a number missing. I tell you what, I still say that. What a brilliant move of Blaze to do that. Stick those numbers on the spine. Fantastic idea.
Yeah.
The collector doesn't want to miss a number.
That's it. I mean, who now has a collection from start to finish where you can actually start, and then if it does ever end, you know, we've been there from the start. You know, because I can collect Mega Drive Blue Spine games and stuff like that, but at the start of the Mega Drive, I didn't have all the games. On the SNES, I didn't have all the games, but this one, I can actually physically be there and get every single game at release and have it for the collection.
Brilliant. Yeah. I think Russ is right there. Retro Bear's right there. Roger, you're on N64 mode, definitely.
Yeah, that's my mod.
That's it. N64. That was SummerSlam '92. Yes, with the Legion of Doom on their bikes. I was a big fan of Sunny as well, so whenever she was with Legion of Doom, I was always interested.
Yeah.
And I've not seen her too much lately. I've not got one of her Skype calls. Right. What's this? Ridge Racer would be awesome. Yes, it would.
Oh, wouldn't it just? Yeah.
Oh.
Ridge Racer would be a great addition to
one of my favourite racing franchises. Brilliant.
You do realise they'd have to do like a Ridge Racer Collection 1 and 2, because they'd only be able to put like 2 games onto a Evercade cartridge, because they're only supposed to be about 200 megabytes on the cartridges.
That's right.
Aren't they?
You only get 2 on there, but that's fine. You're getting what you want.
Yep.
Maybe they could do like a 30. What is it, like this Sonic and Knuckles, and have an additional cartridge on top?
Yeah. Can you imagine that? Yeah. I tell you, it's all right having 2 games on a cartridge, isn't it? As long as they're stellar titles. I mean, people won't mind. I mean, look at like the Tanglewood and Xenocrisis. You know, that's only 2. People haven't grumbled about paying the money for that. And $14.99.
That's it. I mean, you pay quite one. Yeah. What we've got here then? So quite a lot of games to choose from. What are your top 3 games? So I'll start off, and then we go to Liam, Roger, then Andy. So my top 3 games for the Evercade we're talking about. So my first one is Xenocrisis. Even though I can't get past the first boss, I think that's my favorite game. Next one is obviously Two Crew Dudes from the Data East Collection 1. And then third, gosh, I don't know. I'm going to have third. Maybe Splatterhouse 2, because I enjoyed that so much on my Halloween stream. Yeah, I quite like that. So what about yourself, Liam? What's your top 3 Evercade games?
I'd probably say Brave Battle Saga to start. So that's one I'll probably put most time into, because it takes about 25 hours to complete it. And then probably Super Spike V-Ball on the Techno. I loved it on the NES, so to try it on the Evercade was great. And possibly one of the platformers like Incantation or something like that. It just looks stunning.
Very nice indeed. Great stuff. And how about yourself, Roger? What's your top 3?
Well, my first top one would be Xenocrisis, because that's just amazing. Possibly something like Double Dragon for the second one.
Okay.
I'm not sure on the third. Just trying to think now. Third one. I don't know. I'll think about it. You can go to Andy for the third one for a minute. Yeah.
Of course. No problem. Andy, so your top 3 games for the Evercade. What? I mean, it's difficult, isn't it?
It is difficult. I mean, number one, it's just an easy pick. And I know Roger's going to know what I'm saying here because it's Tanza. Oh my God, is that game flipping awesome. And then I should think, 2 could do number 2 and Top Racer, number 3.
Top Racer, very good.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, there's some fantastic titles. It is a hard pick, but Tanza's definitely my number 1 at the moment.
Yeah, I think I'd go for something like Tanza. Or if not, I'd go the other way for like Treasure Island Dizzy.
Oh, yeah, all the Dizzy ones come into like 1 for me. Yeah, fantastic.
We've got too many good games now. We've got over 220 games, is it now?
Yeah. And this is the thing. I mean, people are like at my work, they're going, "Oh, what is this Evercade?" You know, and I say to them, like, you go into a shop and you quite willingly pay 60 quid sometimes for a game. You're getting all this content, sometimes up to 20 plus games, for £14.99. For me, it's a no-brainer. If you love retro gaming and indie gaming, because obviously we're getting more and more indie titles coming along, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? I mean, why would anybody? Because someone will say, "Well, £14.99," and I'm thinking, hang on a minute. It's not expensive. So, I just think it's fantastic.
I totally agree.
Yeah, especially the Deco, you get like 5 RPGs on there. You're talking 20-25 hours per game.
Yeah.
£15, nothing.
Yeah, brilliant.
It's nothing, is it? It's
nothing.
It's well within budget.
Yeah. And it's still putting something physical on your shelf as a collector, isn't it? You know, on top of it all. I mean, you think the work that's gone into that. Yeah.
Indeed, indeed. Hello, the Next Level Gaming. How you doing? Thanks for being with that. I have a friend, OEB Pete, also loves his Evercade. Yeah, he's a good guy. I've checked out a lot of his videos.
You're both good guys. I know who you are. You're both good guys.
I've seen his channel grow from strength to strength. I was there when he got the 1,000 subscribers, which was awesome. So yeah, well done.
I tell you, Evercast. If you don't tune into it and watch it regularly, it's a fantastic show. Unfortunately I can't be there live to watch it live most of the time. I go on the next morning when I get home from work, and as soon as I'm home from work, I put it on, and then I just drift off to sleep afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do. I never catch it live. Yeah. But he's fantastic.
I can't get it live. I always have to look back on the videos, but yeah, it's awesome. You know, if you haven't done so already, check it out.
Oh, I got told off this morning.
Told off?
Yes, because I put log jammers on, Andy, when they were watching the TV.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I love that game, but like most games, I'm crap at it, but I love it, love it, love it. But someone pointed out to me today, you know what I mean? I said it was very much like a tennis game to me, but one of my subs pointed out to me that no, it's more like a air hockey game, and he's completely right. Absolutely, it's got those fantastic elements that I love about tennis and air hockey as well. I think it's a fabulous game, but I'm terrible.
Yeah, I'm terrible at it too.
Yeah,
it's probably the game that I'm worst at.
Yeah, amazing value. Yeah, everyone's saying great value as well. Yeah, Logjammer's awesome game. I remember playing that back in the day on MAME, but playing it online with somebody. But yeah, so that's an awesome game there. Lots of love for Xenocrisis. Yeah, there is.
Well, that and Tanglewood, they're both amazing, aren't they? So I really don't.
Tanglewood is one of them where you just relax.
Yeah. The thing is, everybody was like, "Oh, there's only 2 games on it" at first, and then when you realise what good games they are, you realise you still got your value for money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. If you look at the physicals, like on the Mega Drive, they're about in box about 50 quid each, aren't they, to get Tanglewood and Xenocrisis?
Yeah,
it's about £100 with £15.
So
it's funny, you know, with the Atari Lynx collections, a sub of mine said the other day, oh, he feels like he's conned with the Lynx collection too. And I'm like, why do you think you're being conned? Well, there's that many on the collection one. And I said to him, yeah, but what you got to remember is they're stellar flipping titles that are on the collection too. I mean, you've got Chip's Challenge on there, which is, to be honest, my absolute utter favourite game on the Lynx. So I can't really see what they're complaining about having, there's only 8 games on that one. It swings and roundabouts. At the end of the day, the titles that you're getting on there are fantastic. So, yeah.
Totally agree. Right, so we do have another special guest. I mean, we've got Andy here, and we've also got another special guest on his way now. So let's join him into this party, and give him one moment, if I can do this.
Oh, there's Pete in the chat. Hi, Pete.
Hey, hey everybody.
How you doing?
How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Yeah.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Fantastic to see you, Pete.
Yeah, you too, guys. It's really great to be on here. Like, I'm saying Happy Christmas because all of my Doctor Who knowledge, every Christmas special, they always say Happy Christmas. So I'm you know, and I do, if you go back 400 years, I do have Welsh and English heritage. My mom's side of the family is from the London area, and my dad's side of the family is from Wales.
Wow.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So if you go back far enough, I guess there's a whole lot of English in me.
Oh yes. Don't tell the Welsh that.
Oh no, well, you know.
Hey Pete, your winner Dave Kettle's saying hello to you there.
What's that? Sorry.
Your winner in the chat from the other week, is it Dave Kettle when he won the thingy on your Evercast?
I think it might have been Dave or Lee. Dave or Lee?
Yeah.
I don't know. I give away so much cool stuff. I can't remember. I'm going to give away something soon too. I just hit 1,700 subs, so I'm pretty excited. I'm tweeting out you guys' chat right now. So sorry if I look a little. How everybody's doing?
Deserved as well, Peter. Fantastic channel.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's fun. It's my little hobby I do. I was actually doing some Evercade work this morning. Sorry. I've been messing around playing the Atari collection. I'm so addicted to the Atari collection too right now. I've been playing so much Chips Challenge.
Hey, I've got a question. I have a question for you.
Why am I big screen, guys? You guys don't need to see my big screen. I want to see all you guys. I want to see all you guys.
My question is, Pete,
yes.
Is when your review of the fanzine coming up?
Oh, I actually captured the footage. I had to download the PDF. I captured the footage, and I'm actually got a little. This first time I've actually put more than 2 minutes of thought into what I want to say about the magazine because I've read it a few times. And so I'm going to probably try to get that out either tomorrow or Christmas Day. I'm not sure yet. But it's Chips Challenge. I've been playing so much Chips Challenge on this game. It's so much that one. And I just started playing Electro Cop. I don't know if you guys have been playing that yet.
Yeah, fantastic. Oh, yeah.
That game can turn people off if they don't know how to... if they don't know how to play it, right? It really could because it's on these different planes and stuff. So, but I can't wait. That fanzine, you guys have done an amazing job with that. It is truly remarkable. I love reading that, and I like the way you guys put it together. So, I'll talk about the same things now that I'll do in my own video on it. But it reminds me a lot of Retro Gamer magazine in how it's laid out and how it feels to read, which I love. Like, I've just got my latest Retro Gamer coming in. I think it's the latest one right here. And I love the feel of your fanzine because it kind of makes me it's easy to read, and it's kind of telling its own story, which is really cool. So you guys excited about the newest release that came out? The newest announcement?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So, well, if you haven't seen already, I mean, I gather everybody here has. I've got a little surprise for everybody if they haven't. There's going to be no audio, but you don't need audio these days because check this out. This is what we've got coming up. If it works.
I use StreamYard all the time. Actually, I use it because I find it a lot easier than OBS.
I Yeah,
Hey, everybody in
StreamYard, I was going
chat.
to sign up. I do apologise for everybody in chat. I can't actually keep up with this on my struggling laptop, but I'll get there as soon as I can. See if this works.
Oh, we lost somebody too. Who'd we lose? I only see 4 of us. Wasn't there 5 of us?
Oh, Roger. Yeah,
Roger's dropped out.
Yeah, he's probably trying to sort out his misting problems.
Let me get my chat up too, so I can chat with people.
So there we are. Yeah. So
and now there's 3.
If you didn't know already,
they're all deserved.
I know, it must just be my internet connection that's getting rid of everybody.
Oh,
but,
no, Liam's back.
And then mine froze up. It was like 10 minutes behind, so I couldn't keep up with what people were doing. I've got it on YouTube as well on my PC, where it's like 30 seconds behind. So
how is you guys' internet over there anyway? Do you guys have good fast internet?
I'm on about 65 meg, something like that.
Yeah, same here, but I still get so many dropout. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
We do seem to have a pretty poor setup over here compared to some other countries. But
yeah, I've just got gigabit internet, but it costs a bloody fortune. I got gigabit internet here, and my internet and my cable, the cable TV, because I watch a lot of sports. I watch a lot of Premier League actually. It's like $180 Canadian, so that's about £130 a month.
Yeah,
because I was in London 6 years ago, and I found that my wireless, I used a cell phone, try to get Wi-Fi all the time. It was just awful. It was dropping everywhere, and I thought, well, it's an old country, it's got old infrastructure, it's it is, but it was better than Romania. I was in Romania that trip too, and I'm like, I couldn't get a connection anywhere. Nothing worked. I was in Bucharest and nothing worked. But I need to call my wife and my kids. But but you guys,
I think I've been with every provider in this country, and I've just given up with them all. I think I've just gone back to Virgin now, and it seems to be a bit better than Sky. But to be honest, half the time I can't connect if I'm in my flipping bathroom. So
we've got like 2 providers. You either get like the phone company or the cable company. That's your choice in Canada. It's very it's literally black and white. And they run after each other. So like a lot of people just switches when a new promotion comes up. Oh, this one's giving me a free TV, so I'll go there for 2 years. Next one says, oh, you can get a new laptop, so you'll go there for 2 years. You're constantly ripping up your house with new wires and stuff just to switch providers. But
switch,
yeah. I mean, that's I never had. The only reason how I got a PlayStation 3 was because I had a phone upgrade. Then I got an Xbox 360 on a phone upgrade. So I've always had a new console at the time by upgrading my phone. So yeah.
I used to do that as well. Absolutely.
Free stuff, man. I always I got like free TVs. Anytime someone's wanting to give me a TV, I'm like, the one I've got in my office, my family room here, was a TV we got free from TELUS, a local phone provider here. They said, hey, sign up for 2 years. It was the worst service ever, by the way. It was like awful. But I got a free TV out of it, which was awesome.
Well, I was just like James, and then I said to my missus, yeah, but I get a free PlayStation 4 or whatever it was at the time. And she's like, you don't get it free. I'm like, yeah, but, it's in your No. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Man, but that Codemasters, holy crap, that just knocked the socks off of me.
Oh,
that's it.
It's like I was saying earlier. I mean, especially here in the UK, Codemasters is so ingrained into our video game heritage how can you not be excited for that cartridge? And that one I'm not going to wait to go to game for. I'm not taking any risks. I'm going to put a pre-order on that as soon as I can, because I desperately want the cartridge.
Codemaster's not like a well-known, not to me anyway, in North America. Like, I know they make really good racing games now, like Dirt and those series, but when I saw it, I'm like, I've never seen that game before, never played that game, and the whole cartridge is like that, and I'm like, now that's what got me excited. It's like, it just like,
and I
for
think
me,
that
it's like,
shows
I've got
the Evercade, doesn't it? Because it's, you know, it's obviously not just in the UK, is it? It's going a wider berth, and more people like yourself are going to get excited about that. And that's what it's all about with the Evercade, I think. Yeah,
it's definitely my console of the year. Like I talked about that, where I play it more than my PS5 and my Series X, or like I love those consoles too for different reasons, but I don't know, man. But like literally, the Evercade hasn't left my desk since I got it in June. It's literally here all the time. Like, I got 5 minutes. The kids are doing something. I can play, right? And but it's so fun. But what was your favorite game, guys? That you saw? Any recommendations for me? Not knowing Codemaster, like what should I play first?
Well, I mean, if I know it's not on the cart, but I always liked a game called Rockstar Ate Your Hamster, which was
that's just got an interesting name. I mean, seriously, doesn't that tell a story there, right there?
But it's a management game for like a rock star in a band. So you have like Michael Jackson in there, you know, other artists in there that probably shouldn't be in there now. But you can have like Madonna, Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, all in like a super group, and then you like release singles, albums. You rename the albums, do gigs, but it's all pretty cool.
Is it like Game Dev Story, that mobile game that was out about 10 years ago? You ever play that game development story where you're running a little game development studio, a little 8-bit pixel game?
It could be similar to
I
that,
sank hours, probably 100 hours building up and shipping games, and it's literally just like you pick your title, you pick whatever you want in it, and you put your little minions to work, and they're like creating bugs and you got to fix them and stuff. But it's kind of that style game. I actually would love to see those types of games on the Evercade.
I mean, that'd be awesome.
That would be good. Yeah.
So, but somebody mentioned I think tweeted to me today or messaged me today about one of the games, the Caveman games.
Okay.
What's with the weird names from Codemaster? Big Nose Caveman. I'm like, who names this stuff?
I don't know.
But that looked great. I like those games. Those games look fantastic.
It's sort of like the British sense of humour, I think. That's what's coming across with the Codemaster games. Definitely.
Upstairs, downstairs, man. Yeah. Love that show.
More like Carry On.
And Are You Being Served? Are You Being Served is one of my favorite shows from my youth. I still watch Coronation Street. That's my drama. That's my soap opera.
I'd say the one I'm actually looking forward to now. This is really weird for me because I'm not the hugest football fan, but I'm really looking forward to playing a portable version of Sensible Soccer. Yeah. Because that was when football games for me was so good.
That game. Yeah. What's so good about that game? Like because PES and FIFA are the big football games, right? So what makes Sensible Soccer so cool?
I think it's because it's not so generic. Whereas especially the FIFA games have just become, to me personally, I stopped playing them a long time ago because it just became, you're just updating your roster. That's it. And every time a new year came out, it was just like, it's just different players, and it was the same. It just got a bit old for me personally. Whereas back in those days, it was a little bit more simple and straightforward. And I think that's what I liked about it. It's just being able to sit down and play a proper football game, and it didn't really matter who was on your bloody roster. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I'm excited about the Pico Collection 2 because I'm a huge sports gamer fan. I love sports games and racing games, and so I'm looking forward to the Pico Collection 2 for that. But then I saw some of these rally games, kind of top-down isometric racing games on this collection, and I'm like, wow. I never even heard of these games before.
Yeah.
Roger's back.
Yeah,
Roger's back. And he's a bit clearer.
It's a shame there is no Seymour games on the Codemasters, but because it is Collection 1, there could be plenty more Codemasters games.
Well, my assumption is anything that's got a collection a 1 on it means there's 2, 3s, 4s coming with them eventually. If I think Evercade's in a good spot right now. Like, I think it's popular enough. What does it feel like? I feel like where I'm at in the retro world, starting to kind of in North America gain some ground. A lot of people are thinking about buying it. And that, where's it at over in Europe? Like,
well, it's on the Christmas #1 list, as in what to get for Christmas. So it's
really,
and
that's huge, right?
Yeah, and now it's available in lots of UK retailers as well. Like we have stores here called Mankind, so you can actually go in the store and pick up an Evercade in a bundle, and the carts like game and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's doing really well for itself over here.
And one of our biggest, it's quite a funny thing. I don't know if you have that in Canada or North America, but we've got a shop called Argos where you used to go in and you flick through a catalogue, pick what you want, and then you could do that at home or in the shop, and then you go to the counter and get your item. You know, they're selling it. And as soon as they took it on, I thought to myself, I hope this isn't going to be another Gizmondo. But no, it hasn't. It's worked well for them to do that. To get it into Argos was a blinding move, certainly here in the UK.
It's like, it's kind of more mainstream then, right? When if it makes it into that. Like in Canada, it's not at retail. There's one store in Canada, in Ontario, which is central Canada, which is like 2,000 miles from where I live. They have it. So, but they ship all over North America, which is great. So I usually get my stuff from them directly because they're video game store anyway. So they have an online presence. So they sell a bunch of other stuff, like kind of unique versions of games for like Switch and stuff. So, but it's not available. EB Games is our big store here, video game store. It's not there. And I'm wondering why. Like, I know EB is not much into retro in Canada, but I was hoping that like you'd start seeing it on store shelves here also.
Yeah. It's nice. It's like the Amazon. You can do the Prime next day, can't you? If you for a game, you can just do it on Prime next day delivery.
Yeah,
like 8 o'clock at night, and it's through the post box next day.
Yeah,
that seems to be the holy grail these days, isn't it? If you get onto Amazon, then really you've got the world at your doorstep, haven't you? You really have. More so than eBay these days, I feel.
Yeah, I find eBay hit or miss. like sometimes you'll order from eBay and you can get it within a day or so or two, and sometimes it's 3 months later before you even get it. It's crazy. But I haven't. But yeah, it's like I'm just waiting for like Amazon. Like Amazon Canada does not have the Evercade on it, which is odd because it was on Amazon in the US, I believe. I don't know if there's any Americans in the chat that would verify that, but. I'm just hoping it gets like really big so we can get tons more collections. That's my hope with it. And a lot of big YouTubers are like, big YouTubers are covering it. Like I've seen, was it Metal Jesus at it?
Yeah.
He's probably the biggest in our community, I guess, right? Wouldn't he be one of the biggest retro kind of game enthusiasts?
Yeah, it's definitely one of the biggest. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's great to have so many people in the chat as well that I'm trying to catch up with. We've got Scott from Sega Zombie, Danester, Crazy Burgers here, the Retro Bear. So they're all talking amongst themselves. It's just great, and they're all deciding to get themselves an Evercade. And people,
I saw Sega Zombie said he might have to go buy one. I'm like, what's stopping you, man? Go get it. It's the most affordable entertainment. Like, return value for money. Like, I don't even work on Evercade, but so many people's bought it because they watch stuff on my channel and stuff, and I'm like. But it's like $80 Canadian. And I've literally spent hundreds of hours on this system.
Yeah.
And I've had so much fun to the point where, like, this is daddy's system. Because my kids aren't quite into retro games. They're too young. So I let them go play with the Switch and stuff. And I sit back with my Evercade. They don't touch it, which is good.
I've got a funny story there, actually. One of the people I work with, she said to me, I was going to get one of them Retrocades. For my kids for Christmas, and I said to him, "Well, it'd be more for your partner probably because he loves retro gaming." I knew that, and she went, "Oh yeah, but it was a bit much." And I said, "You're one of the people who went to CEX and went and bought a PlayStation 5 for nearly 900 quid. What are you talking about?
900 pounds? Are you serious?
We have a shop in the UK.
That's like 1,500. That's like 1,500 Canadian."
Yeah. What they're doing is they're offering people £600 to bring their PS5 in, and then they give them like 600 quid for it. So I think 650 actually, and then they sell it for nearly £900. Now she was
And
willing
that's
to go and do
legal?
that. But, yeah, honest to God, yeah. And she
Wow.
wasn't willing to buy an Evercade. Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure. It's like,
Yeah.
No.
I have this weird thing I use for my entertainment dollar. What I figure, I use a movie. In Canada, you can go to a movie and get a small popcorn and a drink for about $20 Canadian. And so that's 2 hours of entertainment. So I equate every hour of entertainment to about $10. So like if I paid $80 for a system, I get 8 to 10 hours out of it. I feel like I've got my money back. It might seem odd to some people, but that's how I appreciate it, because like a movie for me is entertainment. Yeah. And like that's when I buy a video game. If I don't get 4 or 5 hours of entertainment, I've wasted my money, to be honest with you. So, but Evercade has been like, it's just returning me a value every time I look at it. Though there's something shaking in my Evercade right now. I don't know if you guys are getting it, but
oh no,
maybe I've used it way too much. There's something loose in my Evercade.
I think what I like with the Evercade cartridges particularly is that even if you don't like one or two of the games, so what, you've got loads on there, you're going to find something you like, that's for sure.
Except for the Tangle one. That one there, that one's the 2, but they're such big games, I guess. But I happen to like 2 of them, so I was... But then again, buyer beware, right? Do your research before you buy anything. That's how I always say.
Oh, like, absolutely. Yeah.
Like, all of us have YouTube channels. Go check out everybody's YouTube channel. Go to Facebook, the Evercade group, Facebook group. Go to Evercade Info Central. Do your research, because you could easily find a video on any game ever made now.
Oh, you can, yeah. And that's what I always do.
I don't want to play it. Yeah, me too. I'm like, very seldom I blind buy. I've done my own work. Like even the Evercade, like I did my own work for a month before I bought that.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, is it going to be something I want? What kind of games on it? What's the build quality? Like I did all that, and then once I decided to buy it, that's when I did my first video. Like after I decided, so then I could speak confidently. Like, yeah, I did the research necessary for myself, but
yeah, that's it for your own personal opinion.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
I mean, for like the Evercade's never going to appeal to those people, for instance, that just play Call of Duty. The whole, gaming experiences. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's not going to appeal to everybody, but it's going to appeal to a very wide berth of age, sex, whatever. It appeals to so many people. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's anything in like anybody who's into the modern Call of Duty games or only plays Fortnite, only plays Call of Duty, they're fans of that game, that IP, right? I think the Evercade it hits people who's grown up with video games and like have been playing it their entire life. And for me, it's like when I started seeing like the Atari collections, 1 or 2, I was pretty excited, but that was nothing compared to when I got the Mega Cat cartridge or the Pico collection, because those were games I had never seen before. And that's still like, that's brand new games to me. Who cares if they were made 20 years ago, right? They're still they're like brand new games to me, which I think that I don't know why that doesn't appeal with gamers, like newer gamers, younger gamers. Yeah, maybe they're just Call of Duty gamers, and that's it. I guess I don't want to segment people into groups, but yeah.
I mean, it's funny because you think with all these plug-in and play systems that are around, I mean, there's hundreds of them. You go into Ryman's alone and you find like umpteen of these plug-in and play and what have you, that grandparents buy for grandkids and whatever. You would have thought that there is that appeal there for the younger ones as well to come along and, discover these fantastic classic games for the first time. And if they give them a chance, they'll probably fall in love with them. So there is a market there. Otherwise, people like these companies would not keep chucking out all these plug-in and plays, because they must be selling them in the first place.
Do you think the games are just the older games that are coming out? They're just too punishing for modern gamers' taste? Like I think about that a lot, right? Like I myself sometimes will get so frustrated in an old game because it was limitations of its time when it was built, and maybe that's a kind of something that blocks people from even buying this. It's like, I don't want to play old games. They didn't have proper save systems or, stuff like that.
Yeah, it could well be. It could well be that they just become lazy.
Or don't want to challenge, right?
That's it, yeah, or the challenge of it, absolutely.
Like, I was playing Electro Cop, and I'm like racking my brain. It's like, how the heck am I going to open this door? it's asking for a code, and it's a 4-digit code. I'm like, where do I find the code for this game?
You got work.
So I'm going all over the levels looking for ints and reading all the stuff, and then I finally figured it out. And then, oh, good. I open the door, and then I get another door and another door and another door, and I'm like, oh my gosh! It's like, but it's kind of. I felt it worth it because I wanted to see what's on the other side of the door. And I still think that's a great game. Like on that one.
Yep.
I've done pretty good. I've made it to level 7 in that game. Like I don't know if you guys are familiar with Electrocop or if you played it yet, but on the links too. But there's I think there's tons of levels in it, and you have to go through these doors, but you got to open the code and you got to figure out the passcode.
That's right.
So I made it level 7, so I'm quite happy. I don't know how much further I'll make it though.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I grew up with the Amstrad CPC 464, so seeing a game like, I think it's seeing some of these Atari games I never even looked at. Now that I'm visiting them for the first time, it's great. I mean, and having a genuine emulation device, and having physical hardware as well, like, so it's not digital. So when I was a big fan of OnLive, which was a cloud gaming service.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember
that was
that.
good.
That was like 15 years ago or something like that, right?
Yeah. So I had OnLive. I queued up at Eurogamer Expo for 5 hours just to get myself one of these micro devices, and it was awesome. I could jump into games like Batman Arkham City and all those sort of things, Borderlands, and just without having, because I've not got a decent PC, so having something which was cloud based and using my internet speed, which was awesome. So now this is, I've moved to this now, so I've not bought a modern system. I've not got a PS4 and onwards, so I'm sticking with the Evercade. So playing all these games is keeping me busy. So I'm just revisiting some games that I remember from my childhood, and also checking out some of the ones that started the gaming side of things, the Atari and stuff like that. So it's awesome.
Yeah, the Atari collection is that's why I grew up on Atari games. I didn't have an Atari. I had a clone called a Gemini in Canada, but that's what I had, and I played all the Atari games. And it's funny though, because like a buddy of mine, Rich, who I do the Evercast with, he loves Atari collection. That's his favorite collections. And I'm like, nah, I'm over those. I played so much of those as a kid, and like I want the newer stuff, right? So, and that's what excited me when I saw Codemaster, and someone mentioned Amiga in the chat just earlier. Like, I'm not familiar with any of that stuff, or Spectrums, or even like all those games. That's what excites me, like for the future, seeing those games come over. Not so much everybody wants a new Namco, everybody wants a new, like the big players that are kind of global. But those I'm more familiar with. I want those, but I'm more excited for the newer stuff coming out, like some of that.
Can you imagine,
stuff,
for instance, with the Spectrum? I mean, I don't even know if there's an official amount of games that were ever made for it. It's impossible because people were making them in their bedrooms. So you can imagine there'd be umpteen collections of that if they wanted to.
Tons of homebrew, right?
Yep, absolutely, yeah. And the Specky was fun.
Roger is back.
Well, we had the
Roger's
Commodore
back,
64. Like, I don't know if you guys had the Commodore 64 in Europe.
Yeah.
But we had it over here. I never played it. We never could afford it in my household, but my friend had it. And I used to love it. I'm like, oh my gosh, the graphics are so much better than the Atari. I'm like, it's so much better. But I have I got the Commodore Mini. But I like that controller is just awful. It's the worst controller. That joystick with the suction cups is just awful. So I'm like, bring it to the Evercade. I'll play those games.
Yeah, I've got the Commodore 64 anyway, but then I went and got the Mini, and someone's saying to me, "Why don't you get the big one as well?" I'm like, seriously, stop putting these ideas in my head.
Yeah. So my wife says every time she sees a twinkle in my eyes, that means, oh, there's something new coming out that I need to go buy.
Yeah.
Well, I just
it's usually something that was put out like 30 years ago, though, because I love buying retro games.
I just bought
Roger's back. Hey, Deadlock, how you doing, man?
Martin.
Hey guys, how's it going? Happy Christmas.
Oh, what you drinking, buddy?
I'm having a local beer. There's a microbrewery not far from me, and I know the guys who run it, so I got some beers from them for Christmas.
Where are you at? Where's local to you?
Oh, it's in the middle of Ireland. In the middle.
Oh, Ireland. Okay, I've never been to Ireland.
Yeah, so in the middle of a bog.
In the middle of a bog. Roger, I didn't see what you were drinking, Roger. he's
It's
frozen.
orange and black.
He's frozen.
cider.
Ah.
It's only midday here, so I'm drinking peppermint tea.
Right.
And I'm boring because I'm tea talking.
Hi, Liam. I haven't met you before. We chatted to you.
Hi,
How's it going?
All right,
Sorry,
yeah.
what have I missed?
So you've missed the announcement of the Codemasters Collection 1. We did the trailer. It kind of worked, so everyone got to see that.
Cool.
We discussed what we've been playing. So if you haven't done so, I mean, so kind of what we've played on the Evercade, and also a little bit of what we have been playing outside of the Evercade. We've got some other good things coming up that Roger's going to tell us later on about some giveaways as well. So we're going to give some things away.
Cool.
So, and the chat has been so busy, it's been freezing my laptop. So if I've been looking like I'm like this for 2 seconds.
Do you want to do one now?
Do you want to do a giveaway now? Hold on. I need to put the banner up, the announcement banner. Give me 2 moments while I try and find where that is. Here we go. Let me load that up.
Breaking news! I love it. I remember when I figured out the banners on StreamYard. I was putting them everywhere.
All right, so let's. I think I did another one.
What's Roger giving away? What are you guys giving away? Well, let me get in chat. I want to win something.
So, Roger, which one are you going to start off with? Is it going to be the one that you just sent me? Which one, Roger? We're losing him.
Get that.
He's either very drunk or it's his internet.
Are you ready?
Oh, which one is it? And which
Right,
Interplay
chat.
one, is it?
No.
If you want to win an Interplay Collection 1, this is the first giveaway, as you can see.
Yeah, what do people have to do?
Number 1.
We got it. Number 1, Interplay 1.
Still sealed.
Sorry, I've got 2 competitions going, so
Brand new, well, sort of brand new.
You're breaking up too much.
What you have to do, what you have to do is guess the combined age of the admins of the fans group.
there you go. There's the question up there on the screen. So if you didn't hear already, so you got a guessed
I'll give
the
it
combined age.
to the closest person.
121. Somebody said
Combined
121
age.
Yoshi. I'm like, whoa, he's the nicest dude ever.
So yeah, just to recap, so everybody in the chat, if you want to win yourself an Evercade Collection 1, all you need to do is answer that question, the combined age of the admins of this group, which is the Facebook Evercade unofficial Facebook group, and there is 12 admins. So yeah, just the closest number will actually get the Evercade Interplay Collection Cartridge 1 sent to you. It won't be there before Christmas, but it will get there. So and the person that answers the closest in the chat, so get your guesses in the chat. Only 1 per person, because I'll see on here how many people do. So yeah, and the closest person gets it will win.
That's Yoshi.
Man, you guys have 12 admins? No wonder you guys are so active in your Facebook group.
I didn't know we had that many.
So let's. So for the time being, I'm going to keep the other comments not displaying on the screen. So just so I can keep an eye on what's coming in. So
No, Rich.
yeah, just
8.
so.
Ooh.
Deadlock, what game you got running in your background?
Oh, international sensible soccer, of course.
Oh, okay.
And Soccer Kid here, which is harder to see on the slides. So upcoming games.
Oh yeah, Soccer Kid's coming on Pico 2, right?
Yep.
I know. I'm looking forward to that one.
Kid Fleets, I think it's called in some regions. Isn't it? Adventures of Kid Fleets or something like that.
Any game where you can kick a ball as a weapon, I'm like, yeah, that's going to be fun.
I've got it on the Panasonic 3DO. It's fabulous. Oh, what a!
Oh, is it really? Yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was on the 3DO.
Yeah.
So, but can you headbutt in the game? Because that's the killer move if you follow soccer. Who's the guy that did that? A famous guy did that. Headbutted another player in a real match.
Zidane, that was.
Zidane, yeah.
Yeah, Zidane. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right, so I'm going to get these comments through. So if you have put a comment there, it's going to appear on the screen. So we'll try and answer that throughout. If they are questions, if they're just talking amongst yourselves, then by all means they will appear, which is great.
I think someone mentioned earlier what our favorite Evercade games were. Someone asked.
Yeah, so what?
I'm like, what? I can't choose. If somebody asked me now, I'd say probably Chip's Challenge. Like, if but if you asked me last week, it would have been Brave Battle Saga or something like that. But like,
it depends on the time.
It all depends. Yeah, Xeno Crisis for a while. I was super into that. Gates of Zendikon just blew me away. Like the Atari Lynx Collection 2 on a whole is like we did our top 10 favorite games, Rich and and I think Pico was mine for collections last year. And I'm like, because we didn't include any of the past the original 10, and Lynx Collection 2 is by far taking that spot right now. I'm just having a blast playing that collection.
Yeah.
Why are some people so negative?
Ganister just joined the fans group. Well, that's awesome.
Nice. So so I'm not keeping tally of the correct answers. So Roger, if you do go through the comments, and if there is anybody nearby or whenever you're going to announce your winner, then I will announce the winner. There's lots of people here. There's a
a friend of mine. They're the original Next Level Gaming, the great YouTube site. He's here.
Is that Mike Mullins?
Yeah, Mike Mullins. Yeah.
Yeah, he a long time ago, he helped me get my Dreamcast via HDMI. So I watched his video.
Sweet.
Yeah, so chatting a long time ago, which was years and years ago. So yeah, cool guy.
He's an old soul. I tease Mike all the time.
So we have I mean, is that I've just got an announcement to say so far we have someone that's rather close. So I'm going to find out from Roger when we stop the guessing. You can hear me. I know you can hear me. This is all good because I'm talking to you on the camera and everyone on the live stream. So there is hype. This is a free gift, for just being in a chat. So if you are, it's a guessing game and you're getting something for free for nothing. And we'll even pay for the postage. So it's all good.
Have you discussed the magazine that Liam put together yet?
Yes, we discussed it, but we can revisit it because it's so awesome. And if you haven't done so already, check out the Facebook page. And by all means, there'll be details in there on how you can check out the magazine. It's a glossy PDF magazine for you to check out. And it has reviews, news, competitions, information. It has a little bit about the admins of the Facebook Evercade team. So not the official team, but this is the unofficial team, the cool guys. So the cool guys that are sat here with Santa hats on and eating mince pies and drinking Strongbow dark fruit from a Carlin export glass because I collect glasses for some bizarre reason and different shaped glasses. So
I used to do that when I went to pubs.
Yeah, you collect them.
Stick them in the pocket.
Awesome.
Build up. Are they legally collected glasses, James?
Yes, yeah, I buy them on eBay in like sets of 4.
Buys them.
Yeah, I do. I'm always buying them, but I can never like I don't like the idea of stealing somebody else's glass from a pub that's had some other people's lips around them at this moment in time because it's not hygienic. So,
well, you wouldn't take somebody else's mug. You take the one that was cleaned and served to you, right? Wouldn't you?
Left on the table. No, people.
No. Let's just grab this lipstick. Strange.
Yeah, there's got bits of food left in it from their meal at the bottom of the tissue. Yeah.
Someone needs to be able to teach you how to grift properly there.
I think the only
That's why I don't drink anymore. I woke up too often, surrounded by pint glasses, and wondering what the hell happened.
What happened last night? Whoa!
It's amazing how big of a stack you can get into the arm of a coat. Apparently.
Stuff them down your trousers. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh, these questions. I do apologise for everybody in the chat. If you're talking amongst yourselves, great. If you're waiting for a response from us, I do apologise. It's there's just so many coming in.
I know Russ, the Retro Bear, Russ, he just said how many of the Specky games were released. I think it was some incredibly long number, but I didn't quite catch it in time.
Was it like 2,000 odd? Was it over 2,000?
No, it was even more than that. I think Russ put up something like 60,000 or something. Yeah, something ridiculous like that. Hopefully he'll put it back up again.
Cool.
I think it was the same with the C64, wasn't it? Because people were just churning them out again in their bedrooms, and I think you know, so many, uncountable probably. Yeah.
I have a quick question for Liam. Liam, how long did you spend making the magazine in total? I'm just curious because there seems to be a lot of work gone into it, and I know the guys and everyone helped you. Yeah, but
to be honest, I wouldn't. It probably was a lot of hours, but yeah, it's like weekends and things. But hopefully from now on it should be faster. Now we've sort of got the templates done, it should be faster from now on.
Yeah,
but it was definitely into sort of the probably late double or early treble figures hours. It was quite a few long days on it.
There looked to be a bit of post-traumatic stress there when I asked you the question.
No, it was for fun. So usually it's doing sort of like catalogs for CCTV cameras, or I've done like Doll's House catalogs in the past. So to be able to do something for retro gaming was fun rather than just.
Okay.
So we've got a question here. I know it's a bit early from Peter. If there was, or when there will be, a collection 2 of the Codemasters, what games would you want included? So I've already said mine. I want Rockstar 8, my hamster. Yeah, so that'll be my one. I would want on there.
I think Micro Machines would have to be on everyone's list.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what I was going to say. Micro Machines, definitely.
I'd be interested. I don't know what the licensing is there though, because they're still are they putting them out still? Some of them. Are they relatively recent, even versions of it, isn't there? Yeah,
I mean, I've got them on just about every flipping console, I think. I mean, obviously there was a fantastic one on the PSP. Yeah, I wonder, do they still own the whole sole rights to it or not? I'm not sure.
Yeah, and what happens now that EA have bought out Codemasters just recently? That could change. I don't think they're going to be paying EA's money licensing fees.
No.
That's why I bought the Dizzy ones, because I thought that was the Codemaster ones. I thought I'll get it whilst it's still available.
Yeah.
That's
it. Was Micromania on the PS1 as well. It was like Micro Machines, but it was like little people running. But it was sort of like down at the gutters and in the kitchen, and it was just like inside people.
That's a little interesting, because I don't know much about Codemasters, but a little interesting part of the story is Richard Darling, one of the brothers, I guess, that started Codemasters, was learning programming while he was studying school here in Vancouver, Canada. That's pretty interesting.
You don't need to feel bad. Next level gaming, it's things happen. We'll sort that out in the new year. Don't you worry about that.
I'll tell you what I like with Codemasters was how they took a chance on the Oliver twins. Do you know what I mean? They took them under their wings and they gave them freedom to do what they needed to do, and that's how we ended up with the Dizzy games and other fantastic games by those brothers. Again, very very young when they started. Crikey,
That's one collection I want to get back into. I haven't spent a lot of time in there into that collection because when did my impressions on them, I was just like jumping from the game to game, trying them for a little bit. But I think the more I learn about the brothers and what those games are, the more I think I'm going to love them when I start digging back into them. So
yeah,
because we never got those.
Literally were a labour of love for those lads.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Back then, wow.
Yeah. There was it in the fanzine I read about the story of was it the fanzine or about the story of where they couldn't solve one of the bugs in the game? They would have had to rewrite the save file system.
That's right. So they just left it in.
They just left it in. Was that in the fanzine?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's awesome. But that was what game development back then was all about, right? It's like,
couldn't really go back to scratch. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I was like, wow, that's why I want to get back into it. So I think that's the next. After I finish up the Atari Lynx collection, that's the next collection I'm going to dive back into, because I don't think Blaze is doing anything in January and February. They're not releasing any carts, so we'll have a lot of time to dig into the Oliver Twins collection. Any game I should start on that you guys would recommend, like the starter one that would be the best one to start with, new to the series?
Oh, they're just all fantastic. Treasure Island is it's slightly my favorite. So maybe that one. Yeah, it's a fantastic game.
Awesome. Yeah, I wanted to dig into them, understand the mechanics and stuff, because at a glance they look like they're just a traditional platformer, but they're more than that. It feels like there's a lot more depth in those games.
Yeah. Puzzle platformers. And I had one on the Commodore 64 and I never got into them.
Yeah.
Now that I've got them, I've started to play them. I think I just hadn't got the patience for them.
Me too. I'm not a puzzle guy. I've said it millions of times on the channel. They're like kryptonite to me. But as I get older, I'm starting to enjoy them, like Chip's Challenge. Like that game has got me so hooked. It's like I went and checked one of my save files. I've got 4.5 hours in that game. On one save.
My all-time favorite Lynx game. Oh yeah.
The save files are brilliant, because now that you don't have as much time as I used,
exactly.
Just jump in and out when you feel like it. You know?
Yeah, the best feature, especially when they put the timestamps on them now, so you know which ones are what, right? So, there's so much, like, that's what makes this system so good, is those types of features, like the fact that you can just save, like literally is like I think you can save more than 10 save files on there, easy per cart. Like it seems like you can save over and over and over again, so which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So we had a couple of comments.
When you do over 24 hours, it resets back to 0.
Yeah.
Does it, Liam?
Does it?
Yeah, I think my final Brave Battle Saga was about 26 hours, and it reset back down to 2 hours.
Wow.
Oh, that's what happened to mine then. Oh my gosh, I thought I lost my save file in Brave Battle Saga, because I had my mind was thinking I had about 30 hours into the game, and I looked at my save file and I couldn't find anything above 7, and I'm like, well, that makes no sense. And it was probably because it reset over and was starting to count back up again. Is that what it's doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they should put that in the release notes.
But also, if you had more than before the new firmware with the save timestamps, you have 6 slots. If you had filled more than 6 slots, you would still get them. So if you had 12 slots previously filled with saves, you would get 12 save slots on the new firmware now, just so you couldn't lose them. But if you're starting from scratch, you only get 6. Because they wanted to move to 6, but then they wanted a way to not destroy people's saves if they had more than 6. You know what I mean?
So we had quite a fair few comments coming through. So we got Ryan from Blaze here, say hello. We got
from actual Blaze Entertainment.
Yeah, that's one of the main devs, Ryan. I was just pinging him there, and we're going to log that as a bug on the timestamp. So,
yeah.
So we also had.
Hey Ryan, how you doing?
Also had Jack as well, saying, is everybody ready for Christmas in the next couple of days? Yes, we are, and I'm waiting to unpack, hopefully, the Atari Lynx Collection 2. So looking forward to actually playing both of them.
Oh, you're going to have a blast, dude. You're going to have so much fun playing that.
Well, I played Chip's Challenge on the C64 Mini for the first time, and seeing Chip's Challenge on the Lynx Collection, I'm looking forward to playing those.
Yeah.
How many levels is in Chip's Challenge? How many challenges is in Chip's Challenge?
I completed it when I first had it on my Atari Lynx. When it first came out, and you know it's quite a lot, I think.
I just want to know how discouraged I should feel, because I think I've done quite well in the game so far, and I'm like,
no,
how many levels?
It's not massive, but it's a fair few.
I can hear you, Roger. All good. Roger, you're coming from your phone now, it looks like, which is very good.
Yeah, the laptops both aren't having it, so I've managed to unblock the phone from the settings, and we got it working.
Cool.
Oh, This is Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Yeah.
The laptop. Oh,
In the chat.
All I saw was a table.
I'll Google all that for you. The number of it says the Atari Lynx version of Chip's Challenge has 148 increasingly difficult levels.
Wow. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a
More than I thought.
long way to go.
Yeah. A lot more than I actually remembered.
Holy, that's a lot. Get tough, you know, pretty quick.
Yeah.
Crazy Burger. Yeah, I've heard of Ant's stream. I didn't know it was free now, so I might check that out.
I had tried it out. They're streaming retro gaming on the new VCS Ant stream.
Because I know it's something called Parsec as well. Parsec lets you play any game you've got online. You know, so
with zero lag apparently, like it's almost instantaneous. I don't know how they do that.
Because I've got my Dreamcast, and I always play every. Yo.
Shall we give this away now?
Yeah, let's give it away. You know, you don't
Looks like you've been already opening it, Roger.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it in the chat to Dave Kettle for being the closest.
Ooh, Dave Kettle.
Dave Kettle? He like wins everything.
Let's have a look. See what his number was. Let me just scroll back.
5,000.
5,000.
Oh, I'm joking.
How old is he? How old are you guys? Because I'm not that old.
Very old.
What? Huh?
How far back are we going?
Let me get my walker.
Should be
damn, you look good for your age, James. There.
Yeah.
James looks like he's the young one. James and Liam.
No,
and Yoshi. I can see Yoshi picking his head over there, over Roger's shoulder. So, no offense, everyone else, but we're pretty old.
I don't know how far back the chat was. I can't actually get to it, but
yeah, I know this.
I don't know. But yes, so is that, are you calling it now, Roger? Is that it?
Yep, Dave Kettle is the winner.
Dave Kettle is the winner.
Congratulations, Dave.
Dave, you need to either come onto Facebook and message me in the fans group, or message one of the guys here, and they'll take your details and pass it on to me.
Thank you, everybody, for taking part as well in the comments. You know, and if we do have another giveaway later on today, so later on this stream. So, but if you are watching back this, you know, don't call or on demand. You know, these competitions have ended, so you will still be charged if you know.
And you can't rewind it either.
No, can't rewind this. I don't think.
Yeah, fair point. That game, see that comment there that Ryan brought up?
Yeah, very cool, Ryan. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, the Pete game. Yeah,
that's the awesome.
Yeah. So it's been unreleased. Pretty cool to get that.
It looks like Peter Sampras doing this, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the tennis game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks...
That's going to be
awesome. I can remember when tennis games were super fun. Like like old school tennis games, man. Like even on the Atari, they were great. Like they're just fun games.
Mm.
That Lynx tennis games, the Jimmy Connors one, that's bloody hard. Have you tried it?
I've heard that's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're hit or miss, but I mean some of the older ones were quite good. I see a blank screen.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Oh, rerun the trailer. Awesome.
Yeah.
Watch. Ooh. Go.
I love their names of their games. B-52. Oh, that's another one. Boomerang Kid. Is that any good? It got like some serious kind of reminds me of the Sydney Hunter game in a way.
Yeah, it does actually look a bit like that.
Yeah, it kind of has that. Yeah.
That the Stunt Buggies one looks a little bit like Rally X, you know, the Namco arcade where they're driving around.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I've got the video playing loads of times in my ear, so I'm going to turn that right off. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to any game really, any cartridge.
Yeah, what do we got coming out the new year? We got Pico 2, Jalico.
Pico 2, I'm looking forward to Top
Worms.
Racing.
Yeah, we have. Hang on. I have it here.
Indie Heroes, isn't it?
We have Jalico, Pico Interactive Collection 2, Indie Heroes, Worms.
Yeah, Indie Heroes, yeah.
And
the Worms.
The Indie Heroes one is very good.
Yeah, the Worms one is the one I'm intrigued the most of, because that's not the one I instantly got super excited about, because it's just not a franchise I was ever into. But I'm like, yeah, the one that looks like which one is the battle one? Is it the which one? Worms Blast or something like that? That one looks interesting, but I've been told that game is really hard.
Is it the Puzzle Bubble?
Ever played.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That one.
Yeah, that was the one that interests me quite a bit. So, but yeah, the Worms one I'm intrigued in most of. I want to because I'm not familiar with the franchise, so I'm looking forward to playing that one.
I want to play Quest Arrest.
Quest Arrest, yeah, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
Yeah. Not very children friendly though.
That's out on Dreamcast now, that Flea.
Yeah.
It's a really good game. I really enjoy that game. I've played it and it plays very well on the Evercade. So.
That Doodle Jump, that one. That looks awesome. That one.
This one looks fun. Aguna is the one I'm stoked to play.
Quest Arrest, yeah, that's.
Yeah, I'm interested in the two Game Boy games. The two Game Boy games look interesting too. The Dead Us or Dead Us.
Yeah.
That looks kind of like that's like a horror game. But how scary can it be? It's Game Boy.
Yeah.
Imagine playing that and you get a fright. No, it's gonna be awesome. Like I'm still trying to poke Evercade over there. Why aren't you doing anything in January and February? Come on, get something out.
That's my number 2 son there, Logan Oliver.
Logan Oliver, hello there.
Yeah, he's on his laptop, on his iPad.
Awesome. So I do apologise for the comments. I'm not slacking. I'm just missing them because I'm trying to catch up with everyone.
Multitasking.
Yeah, I'm trying to. You should see how I've got this room set up. Okay, this is my remote working room currently due to COVID. So here we did have all of the fiance's Disney toys. So I've just moved them out of the way and just put some Evercade and a
ex-fiance.
Yeah, this Pac-Man light. This is a Pac-Man light. One of the options
I love that light. I was going to ask.
Yeah. But one of the options is for sound recognition. So on the sound recognition, you do like a speaker. So when you get louder, it goes up to Pac-Man himself. But for some bizarre reason, the microphone's on the back.
Oh,
so
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so I have to have my music pumping out for it to move. But yeah, I've got like a light here. It's because I've seen the video on YouTube where you have to have a light behind you, in front of you, on the side of you to make it look like you stand out. So,
oh gosh, no one told me that.
I've got
a window. I've got a window right here. I don't do any. I gotta be honest, man. Everything you see in mine, it's just I put the camera on and I start talking, and then I'm done. And then I go and like I have.
Well, I've got no hope. I'm in a cellar covered in foil with one strip light.
Well, you get great lighting. Yeah. Mine's all over the place. It depends on what time of day I'm shooting. That's what you get.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's au naturel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. Did you guys? I went and poked the bear. I went and I don't know. Was Intellivision ever popular over in England for you guys?
Yeah, it was for me because I've got one, and I've got numerous cartridges for it. But I always tended to go back onto my Atari 2600.
Yeah.
But but I do love the Intellivision and ColecoVision. I loved it even more.
Yeah,
they were
I
all
love
over
Coleco
here.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went and because I talk about the Amico on my channel a bit, and I know I got to know their people at Intelligence. So I'm like, why don't you bring your classics to Evercade?
Yeah,
So I tweeted both of them, and they got chatting. So hopefully we get to see a collection, an Intelligent collection of some cool games.
Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Like that.
Yeah, I'm like, it should. If you can't make, like, come on, guys, make a deal. Let's get some of those games on there, because like the worst thing about the Intelligent, and I've said it so many times, the controllers back in the day. I mean, they're not like all the number pads, but all those games, they've been working. They're on the PS2, and so the controls have been kind of modernized. Put them out, like get Cloudy Mountain, Night Stalker, Astro Smash, get all those on a collection. Like I would love to play those, like on the go, right? Like having a little bit. I don't know if you guys ever play Cloudy Mountain, but that's Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and it's a fun little game, right? I would love that.
It is a good game. Yeah.
And I'd like to see a Coleco collection, except the Coleco didn't have a lot of exclusives. But I'd like to see the Coleco versions of games on there, because I still think I think it's Popeye on ColecoVision is amazing. It's
weird because a lot of people don't realize that the ColecoVision was actually more powerful than the 2600. So when you you know, when you look at them, there's almost like no comparison between the two sometimes. Yeah, I mean, believe it or not, my favorite game on the ColecoVision at the time was the bloody Smurfs game.
That's a great game, though.
It was brilliant in you know, in its simplicity and everything. It was brilliant, and it looked stunning back then. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the ColecoVision like rivaled the NES in some of its graphics, like and the Master System.
Oh
yeah, a lot of its games were pretty decent. Like I've got a healthy ColecoVision collection. I've got like 70 games for Coleco, and I keep them. My Coleco's right here. My Intellivision's right here. I don't know. You can't. Yeah, you can see it. You can see my Intellivision right here.
Yep.
It's my Intellivision right here. I keep my Intellivision here. My Coleco's right under it, and I've got a pile of games for it. Those are the things I want to see come, because I didn't grow up with them, but I'm loving them now. Like, who could afford the ColecoVision when you were a kid? I couldn't.
Well, the Intellivision, don't you hate it where the cables don't go back in properly anymore?
Yeah, there's the Intellivision's got a lot of great qualities, but its build and its functionality and its controller, it's punishing on the hands. You know, if that wire breaks, you need to have an electrical engineer's degree to fix it, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But, the Coleco solved a lot of things, but the Coleco's controller is not great either. Let's be honest, it's not a great controller, right? I did my stream on it for charity, and my hand got cramped playing the Coleco for like an hour. I was like, oh my god!
Well, you think really with all those that generation of consoles, all of them were a bit bad, really, when you think back. I mean, even the Atari 2600's joystick was awful, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
If you compare them to today, yeah.
Well, Atari's was their 7800 controller. They tried to they still had that old stick. Yeah. But when they released it in Europe, they actually went with a Nintendo D-pad style, NES D-pad style, because Europeans wouldn't buy the system.
That's
right. They were so used to the Master System and the NES, they had to put a special controller. And I got one. I actually got one off of eBay from somebody in England. I paid like $50 Canadian for it, but it makes my 7800 playable. Like it really does.
Whereas
I love Darkest Dungeon. Not Dark. Dark Chamber. Dark Chamber on the 7800 is an amazing game, and I loved it so much. But my hand just gets so tired playing it on that controller. It was awful. And then I got the D-pad, and it was like, oh, this is fun. This is good.
Like heaven, in comparison.
Yeah, it makes it like, even though like the controller is not nearly as good as the NES or the Master System, but you can actually screw a little stick in it, which is kind of funny too. So you can play it two ways. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I want all those games. Like, I want more 7800 games to come to the Evercade. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's what I would really, really love if we had the more back catalogue from that. Oh, my word.
Yeah. Even the 5200 had some great games, like great versions of games.
Yeah.
I think an Amsoft collection
we had
would be good.
A question there from Sega Zombie as to where's the best place to purchase the Evercade. I would say Funstock, because I know Amazon were having a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funstock in Europe, in the States, in North America, videogamesplus.ca. Yeah, they ship in North America, and you're buying at Canadian prices. So, and you're buying shipping at Canadian prices, which our dollars worth shit. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't swear. Shoot, we're not like 70 cents. 70 cents US. So yeah.
But yeah, if you wanted a retail store, you can go for Mankind, Argos, Game. They stock Evercade as well. So here in the UK.
Yeah,
we're actually quite spoiled here in the UK, aren't we? We've got plenty of places to walk onto that. Well, if you you can't go on the high street at the moment, but under normal circumstances, you can. Yeah, I mean, Argos I think they're still doing click and collect and what have you. So you don't have to get it online. You can get it physically. Just go to a bricks and mortar store and get it, which I think is what's sorely missing in other parts of the world, isn't it? You can't pick it up so easily.
Yeah, you can't. You can only in Canada, like I said, you can only order it. Like this is weird, right? I got so excited about the Evercade. I had originally pre-ordered through Funstock, but remember at the pandemic, especially in England, you guys' mail got slowed down to a crawl, and they were delayed by weeks, right? And then I got a note saying, "Well, Video Game Plus has it." I called them and ordered it, and I had it within like 2 days. Because we were behind you guys with the pandemic. Like, you guys got it worse first, and then we got it. So I just managed to get mine in within that time frame before they locked down, and I was quite happy. But I ended up now I have a complete in-box Evercade system sitting there, and that's what I'm giving away on my channel. Like, I give them away because they sent it to me. I wasn't going to cancel my order. That wouldn't have been cool. So
that's a fantastic prize.
You see that comment there? There's a new firmware tool about to be released as well.
What?
So there's a new firmware tool coming out soon.
So firmware. I've been hammering on this forever, but please tell me if I'm crazy. And people at Blaze, tell me. Don't you think putting the firmware on the latest carts would be a cool idea, like the PSP used to do?
Yeah, with the UMDs.
Or am I just totally dense with that recommendation? Like, because that's the best thing about the PSP. Well, hackers don't like it because you buy a game and it's got the newest firmware on it. But I always thought it'd be good to have because not everybody's computer savvy.
Yeah, I can't see why not. I really can't. I mean, it worked well with the UMD. Why not? Yeah, why not put it on there?
Storage is one of the main reasons on the side.
Probably,
that'll be the main reason why not. Yeah,
I could see that. Yeah.
Obviously,
but I'm just thinking
a lot more on the UMD, can't you?
Yeah. For me, it's just like almost like a no-brainer. It's like you put a new cart out, it's got the latest firmware, and you give the option when you go through the menu, update your firmware if it detects it. But there got to be a reason.
How big was the last firmware update? It wasn't very big, was it?
I don't know, but it was fantastic when they added the brightness on there, the time played.
Yeah,
I can talk Evercade all day long. I drive my wife nuts about it. She said, "You're always talking about it and playing Evercade."
So I want to say hello to everybody in the comments who's just joined. We've got Dave's Pinball Arcade, Big Game Hour, Gib 84 Gaming. I think there's
some fantastic channels.
Yeah, so many great channels. If you've not done so already,
channels.
Yeah, go share your support. Gernaldinho Plays is an awesome guy. Sega Zombie.
I'm going to be checking out these. If you guys recommend it, I'm there. So it's so hard to find like good channels with good people doing great content, right? Like you all. It's awesome.
You kind of go down like a rabbit hole of gaming communities now. So like I found, say, so I found the Retro Bear, and then I found Sega Zombie, then I found Big Game Hour, then I found, everybody. You find people in the comments who are talking, and then you check out their channels, and then they've got a live stream going on, or they've got some good videos going on. And then, I mean,
which is why I do so many shout-out videos, because I feel that people do get missed, they get looked over, and they all deserve to have so many more subscribers. I mean, like Gib, he's got one fantastic channel. The Retro Bear got me to where I am these days, which is why that guy is just he's just a star in my mind. Because he gave me a shout out when I was below 100 subs, so that's what it is. We're such a bloody good community, and we keep each other, our morals, right intact when we start swearing and things. It's just a fantastic community.
That's the hardest thing I have to do is not drop in SHI.
The old
That's the hardest thing that stops me. But I know my kids watch it, right? And if they hear me talking about it, like, it's not that I got anything against swearing and that. Jeez, I'm almost 50 years old. I grew up in the 70s, man. It's like, you know, you can swear, and there's nothing wrong with that. And
that's what it is.
I
with
try
me,
to keep it off my
kids
channel
watch it.
because, like, you know, a lot of parents and kids watch my stuff, and I just like, you don't need to hear it from me. So, but I do. I like the S word. It's just like it comes into my mouth all the time. It's crazy. I got to stop myself all the time.
I cringe when I watch my early videos because I mean I've got like something like 900 or something videos on YouTube, and I look at some of the early ones and I'm swearing my head off. And my kids had to point it out to me one day. Dad, stop dropping the A-bombs. You know, you keep doing it, and I'm like, there's no need for it. So then I toned it down. And then the other day, for the first time in a long, long time, I said one little swear word, and everybody's on me.
I know. I dropped it. Like, I'll hear about it now if somebody from my like the community who follows me a bit or checks out this video. Just, oh my God, Pete said SHIT, and I'm like,
yeah.
It's kind of funny.
That's it. You're off my watch list, Pete. I'm just
okay, that's fine. That's fine.
So we've got another comment from Big Game L here, because everyone seems to want to know this one. Best game on the Evercade for me, it's Two Crew Dudes.
That's a great game.
And I mean, the Data East collection is just awesome. So
why is that? Why do you like Bad Dudes?
No.
Okay, that's odd.
Oh, mine's Tanza.
Tanza.
What's yours?
Tanza. Yeah, Tanza, definitely.
You know, I'm getting grief from the Crow Continuum. Now, I don't know if you guys ever heard about Crow Continuum, but he's a great dude, and he covers the Evercade a bit. And he likes Tanzer, and I like Coffee Crisis, and it's on the same card.
Yeah.
He goes, Pete.
Oh, Coffee Crisis is brilliant. I mean, the way you're killing your enemies. I'm trying to be with coffee beans. You know what I mean? It's so mental.
Dude, I love
fantastic.
Coffee. I love coffee. I love coffee. That's why.
Yeah,
I just thought it was hilarious. And the mini games in between, the levels and stuff. It's not my favorite game, but I really like it. And Tanzer, to be fair, I played 5 minutes of it. I need to give it a go because if Crow likes it, it's probably a good game.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Brave Battle Saga is the game I guess I would have to say because I've spent the most time playing that game. Like I just love that game to death, but it's not everybody's cup of tea, right? It's a RPG. It's really long.
I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Iron Commando is a pretty good beat 'em up as well. There's such a lot of good games there, you know?
Dude, Super Double Dragons on it.
Yeah.
Super Double Dragons on it. Double Dragons on it. I mean, it's like choosing between my two kids.
Actually,
you know, I can't, but it's probably my daughter. I'm just kidding.
Hey, River City Ransom is excellent. I have never
not as good as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be better, man. I was so looking forward to it.
I never had an NES, and I really enjoyed it.
Me neither. I never had it on the NES, and then I was looking forward to it. Everybody told me it was the best game ever, and then I got into it. Maybe I had too big a high hopes.
I was a Commodore 64 kid. I had one, and now that I've got a Commodore and I've got a NES, and I've started playing the game, I never give it a chance. And now I know the game is so much better on it. I just so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, my worst cartridge out of all of them is the Technos collection. That's my worst.
Really? Interplay, I think.
I can tell mine. Anybody who asks me, I say it all the time. What my worst one is the one with Earthworm Jim on it.
Yeah, Interplay. Yeah. I'm the same.
Interplay. Yeah.
By
the way, they're $14.99.
I haven't put the time into it, so I can't really say it. But when I play it, I just can't get into it. But I think if I did put the time in, it'd probably be pretty good. You know?
Yeah. I just had a bad experience with Earthworm Jim with the first boss. Like I struggled on it for like an hour. I couldn't beat it. Couldn't figure it out. Everything I was doing, and I refused to go to Google to figure it out. And it left such a bad taste in my mouth. I'm an old stubborn dude, so I'm like, you know what?
You've got to love the comedy of it, though, haven't you? Where you with the bloody cows and what have you? Oh, they're just fantastic.
I was loving it for the first 30 minutes, and then I get that boss, and I'm like, I can't kill him. I can't kill him. What's going on here? And I died over and over and over again. And I'm like, I'll probably have to go back and figure that one out. But
I have to admit, I do cheat. If it drives me bonkers enough, I will go online. It's so easy these days, isn't it? You don't have to get yourself a guide or anything. You just go online and look it up and get your answer. But I have to be pushed to do it. But I do cheat.
Come on, Pete, isn't that a double standard though? Because you're using save states, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't worry about cheating. Who didn't call the Nintendo helpline when they were a kid and make their parents mad because they had a long distance bill? Hey, I got no qualms about that. If there's a cheat code out there, I'm using it. I am not a pure gamer when it comes to that stuff. Like, I'm like, hey, if I play it and then like I get stuck somewhere, I'll like the internet's like asking your buddy back in a day. If your buddy played the game, it's like same thing. It's just the internet's everybody's buddy, I guess.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's so easy, isn't it? Just to look it up and there you go, you got your answer.
And then if you look it up, get past that, and continue to enjoy the product, what's wrong with that? In my mind,
I bought myself a guidebook for Half-Life on the Dreamcast, so I was waiting for it.
Yeah,
it never came out. So
I
was going to say Dreamcast, Half-Life, what?
So I got the guidebook, and the game eventually got leaked, but I had like the guidebook ready, and like the game never appeared. So I was like, right, so what am I going to do with this then? So
that's quite a novelty to have that now, I'm sure. What a blinding thing to have in your collection. Yeah,
it's sat there with my 7 boxes of OnLive because
one of the guys from the dev group.
Hello there, how you doing from the dev group? Good vibes.
Yeah,
Beach Boys reference. So many people here today. So it's nice. Dainster as well is here, and some great comments being.
You guys' chat's amazing. You guys' chat is like a great bunch of people in there. I'm reading the chat as we're talking. It's awesome.
All of these people in there have awesome channels as well. Like I don't know if you've seen any of them or checked them out. Like
I will be after this show. Like I'm gonna go back and look at the chat and check out everybody's channels and subscribe and like I pay it forward in my mind. It's like everybody that I've talked to with all you guys who have channels are just amazing. Like it's
know what would be quite cool is to try and do a list up and put them on the Facebook page after Roger of all the people that were on the that have channels and stuff.
Yeah, it's like support and be supported, man. Like let's get everybody's channels. Like I'm not one of those guys that or one of those YouTubers who don't like talking about other YouTube channels because they might go watch them. I want everybody like watching everybody because I love the like I look at it like YouTube's a buffet, but nobody tells you where to go to find what you want on the buffet. It's like you got to actually have a guide to go there and find stuff. It's crazy.
That's
like,
it. I mean,
I stumbled onto a lot of you guys' channels because I was looking for Evercade stuff, and I'm like, who's talking about this Evercade stuff? Like, who's out there? And I'm like, started watching it, and
Pete, how I found you was because I was looking for like Bump and Jump, and
love that
game. So I then featured you in my video. So then, like, if any people have come from my video over to your channel, and back and forth. So, so it's cool.
Yeah. That's what it's all about, supporting each other, isn't it? Yeah.
And I love the Facebook group. That's a great spot. Like I'm not very good in Facebook. I don't even like I have my open every box, my OEB Pete one, and then I have my personal one. I actually don't post on either one of them very often. I just find every time I get in there, it's like somebody's going on a political rant, and it just discourages me from ever going in there. But I'm getting better. I'm starting to go in there. Like Roger will send me a note, and I'll either reply within 2 minutes or 2 days because I'm either in there when he sends it to me and I see it, or I don't go in for 2 days. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm the same. I used to be big on Facebook and I just kind of went off it, but I have it just for Messenger and stuff now.
Yeah, I do Twitter because Twitter I can block easy with one selection. And I only have to read 150 characters. And like, so it's perfect. I was like, oh, okay, that's good. I like Twitter. Yeah, I'm lazy. Socially lazy, I guess.
So, Roger, when do you want to do the next giveaway? Part 2. When do you want to do that?
Well, have you got that picture ready?
Which one?
The one on the Christmas tree.
Oh, right, that picture. Sorry, yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say. Wait,
not the other picture, it's a family show.
Yes, of course. Yes. We don't do that here.
It's a family Christmas tree.
Yes, I've seen your Christmas tree. It's very impressive. So,
Thanks.
Is that code for something?
no, right, something silly. I've got like 2 keyboards here. I'm typing and wondering why it's not working, and I've not plugged it in. So, yeah.
I was just Deadlock was mentioning about having a list of YouTubers. I think Evercade Info Central has one, right?
Yeah, I have some on it, but I'm just saying that the guys that were popping in on the chat and that would be good to put up all their
Yeah.
channels as well.
I love that. I love that site. I used it today in my video for the announcement of the Codemasters. I used it. You had already had to list up of which games went which console.
Yeah.
Which was awesome because last time I did this, I made a mistake on one of them, and I think you called me out and said, "Well, actually, Pete, it's the game on this system," and I'm like, "All right then."
I have it there, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so I do apologize for a moment. I'm just trying to get that image. Whew. So bear with me a moment. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk about Evercade, talk about indie heroes, whatever you like. I'm just trying to.
I'm gonna have to pop off in like 60 seconds, guys, because I've got to go and pick up my wife's Christmas gift from my father.
Ooh.
She doesn't watch me anyway, but I'm whispering. She's in the next room. Yeah. My wife doesn't watch me. She said she sees me enough during the day. She doesn't need to watch me on the tubes. Yeah. But I want to let you guys know you all have an open invite to Rich and I show, the Evercast, anytime you want, right? We've made it earlier because we get a lot of people from Europe to watch the show. So now we do it Saturdays at 1 p.m. So I think that's like 9 o'clock.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we do it now at 1, and because we've had a lot of people who come in who are from Europe, and says, well, it's no problem for us to start a bit early. It's like middle of the day for us on a Saturday. So, you guys always have an open invite to come on to the Evercast. We'd love to have you, like at any time. Yeah, just let me know whenever you can make it. Okay.
Cool.
And we start up again in January. But I have to run. I just wanted to thank you all for having me, and you guys are doing some fantastic stuff, and I can't wait to chat with you all again. It's going to be awesome.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank you.
Right, no worries. Chat, have a happy Christmas. You all have a happy Christmas or happy holidays and whatever you guys celebrate. All right, bye.
Take it easy, Pete. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
What a brilliant chat.
What a lovely guy. So, right, I'm trying desperately to get this image working. Hold on, it's here now. Here we go. So how do I save this? Whew. All right, so I'll get the question loaded up for you. And let's get that image saved. So that's there. Let's load this up on my screen. So how's everyone been anyway? Just chilled now. How's everyone? Are we all good?
Yeah. Does everybody all their Christmas shopping done?
Yeah, all done. I've had the shopping done since like October time.
Wow, organized.
Yeah.
Well, every time I leave work, my missus sends me another extremely long list. So I think we're done now, though. See if I want to spend any more time there.
I think I've got the image.
Thank God.
There we go. I got the image. So
watch chat.
Let's try and open it. Whew. All right. So the next quiz or giveaway is going to be in relation to this photo here. So that you're going to see on your screen in a moment. So this is the next giveaway. So Roger, if you could be so kind and to say what the giveaway is for and what they'll get.
Right, guys, when it comes up, how many Christmas crackers are on my Christmas tree?
So waiting for the image to load. If you can see that.
Just to clue, they might not all be in view. I'll just give it to the closest person after 5 minutes.
And what do you guys win if you get that?
If you win, you receive the Oliver twins.
Ooh, nice.
Wow, that's a good collection.
And for the same send a message to anybody in this chat, and they'll forward your details on to me.
Yeah, so that's it.
And we'll
So
get it out. Yeah.
That's it. So in the chat, if you put in your guess for how many crackers appear on that Christmas tree there, Christmas crackers, you could win the Oliver Twins collection for the Evercade. So if you've just got yourself an Evercade for Christmas, or you're going to plan to get one in the Boxing Day sales or whatever, the Oliver Twins collection is a great collection to have. So yeah, by all means, check that image. I'll try and see if I can zoom it in a bit more for you if you need to zoom it in. Hopefully that doesn't cut any out. There you go. So yeah, I'll leave it on your screen for a little bit. And by all means, put the comments in the comments field below. Roger will go through the comments, and the nearest one, again, will win this great prize, this great giveaway. So I'll keep it on there for a little while longer while I finish my mince pie.
I wonder how many people are actually going to get just in the UK alone an Evercade for Christmas. I'd love to know. To know.
Yeah, the price point makes it a very good gift, doesn't it?
Oh, it does, absolutely. Yeah. You think even if you bought every single cartridge that's been released with it, you're still paying a hell of a lot less than you would for a PS5.
Yeah,
especially at the moment at 900 quid in CX.
Yeah, I know. Have you seen that on Sex and Kex? You know what I mean? They're charging what, 900 quid for it?
Yeah, and it's definitely. I know it's a very touchy subject, but I do consider. I totally agree. One of my subs in the fantastic channel, Yorkshireman66, he had a video and he got absolutely slated, bullied basically on there because he dared to say that he thinks that they are pyramid selling. Well, in a way, I think they are. Because they're offering you 650 quid if you take it in. So you've made your nice little profit there, and then they sell it for nearly 900. Of course, it's a kind of pyramid selling. And I love CX. I mean, my guys in my local CX, they've become really good friends of mine. So I've got nothing against CX, but that, I think, is a pretty naff move, to be fair.
I went into a CX the other day, and they had boxes upon boxes of brand new Cyberpunk games on PS4 and Xbox One, and they put them on the shelf at the same price. So they've done that before. They did that before with other brand new titles. So I think the supplier must just give them the games. It was like boxes upon boxes of them, so they're not pre-owned.
Really? Wow.
So yeah,
I suppose on the CX on the PS5 they are given, I think, 700 quid cash for it to buy it in.
And is it 700? Yeah.
Yeah, and you're getting a 2-year warranty instead of a 1-year warranty then.
Yeah.
So I can, but it's supply and demand. It's just people are nuts. You know what I mean? What can I say? I mean, I might get one at some point, but probably 2 years down the line, when they're...
Well, Martin, I'll tell you what, I also made the point of, and this is a very, very good point, in their defense now a little bit as well. You don't have to buy it.
Yeah,
have a bit of patience.
Yeah, people just go nuts. They think it's Christmas, I have to buy it. Whatever it is, my kids want it. Common sense.
Nobody's forcing them to buy it, are they? So at the end of the day, if you choose to do that, good luck to you.
Yeah.
Talk about new consoles. Have you seen the KFC console?
Yeah, what the hell is that?
KFC?
Yeah, they've got KF console, KFC console.
Really?
It's got a chicken warmer in it as well.
Yeah,
chicken
warmer.
Two-piece bargain bucket.
I've never heard about that.
Like
yeah,
it's got a chicken warmer inside.
A chicken. Popcorn chicken.
Oh, dear me.
Gravy, man. Good gravy.
Mental, yeah.
Good gravy. Right, Roger, how long are we doing this for? Are we going to come off this Christmas tree now? Anyone answered in there? We had a couple of people answer it. So yeah, if you wanted to check those out in the comments field, by all means do so. I'm going to take the tree off now. So you've had your chance. If you haven't done so already, put a comment in the comments field below to say how many Christmas crackers appear on this picture of Roger's Christmas tree. You can win yourself the Oliver Twins collection for the Evercade. Yeah.
How far off are we from the 5 minutes, James?
5 minutes?
Yeah, how far are we off from the 5 minutes from the competition? A couple of minutes?
Yeah, about that, yeah. Well, 1 minute too, because we went at 50. It's now 54.
We'll give them 1 minute, and then because we've got one that's pretty close.
So 1 more minute then to get your guess in. If you've already had a guess, then don't do it. Have another one. But
Come on, guys, let's guess.
Have you got crackers on your rear, Roger?
Huh?
On my tree.
On the tree, obviously.
Or up my rear.
Yeah.
Are they Mario stars as well?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Is that Mario mushroom as well? I can see in the middle. Is that a crocodile on the right hand side as well?
oh, yes, it is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is. It's Mario Mushrooms and Stars.
Oh.
Very good.
So not long now to go then. So if you haven't done so already, by all means, put a comment in the comments field below. The Retro Bear is enjoying this evening's stream. Thank you very much. Sega Zombie is here as well. Danestar, the original Next Level Gaming. So many great people in the comments. It is awesome.
Fantastic channels. Fantastic channels.
All of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to do a look back at 2020, and what got me through the start of the lockdown was Sega Zombies lockdown videos.
They were brilliant.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to check that out. I haven't looked at those. I watched Sega Lord X, but I haven't looked at Sega Zombie. I have to look at that.
Sega Lord X is awesome. He does some great videos. I watched his Thomas Wave videos. Then you had the Retro Bear as well with his Wii collection. It's always funny.
Yeah.
And just
I tell you what, he's nearly as mental as I am with bloody. Well, he's more mental than I am with Wii. Jesus.
It's not just a case of, when someone goes through their game collection and says this is this. Each one has a story, which is great, because I'm laughing at some of the things he says. Like just a case of he opened it up and there's like a game sticker on the manual. When they do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Does anyone know when you buy a pre-owned game why sometimes it has like a P on the disc and the manual? What does that P stand for? Is it pre-owned? Is it some bloke? Yeah.
Yeah. Because sometimes it's people have written it on, haven't they? As they, say they've got 2 copies in the house or whatever. That belongs to Peter and that belongs to Paul. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of the times it's got to be in it. Especially with Game Station, they used to write on every bloody thing they did back in the day. Yeah, all sorts of things on there.
I miss them.
Those guys were bonkers.
Okay, cool. I just subscribed to Retro Bear and Sega Zombie. So
2 awesome channels.
Yeah, fantastic channels.
I mean,
you want to check Big Game Al out as well, and Damester as well. Oh, fantastic channels, Martin. Fantastic.
Damester and what's the other one?
Big Game Al.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so all of these channels and everyone that's commenting tonight, thank you very much. I mean, you all have awesome YouTube channels, big or small, it doesn't matter. It's just what I enjoy watching, whether you've got 1,000 subscribers or 10 subscribers. It's I can sit there and watch a channel and subscribe to it, and I'll keep coming back and checking them out. So
it's awesome. For choice now. It's just like compared to growing up, you just watch what you want. It's just there. Everything's on demand. It's just it's great. I think it's amazing the way I've been into retro a long time, and now it's suddenly mainstream in the last 5-8 years. It's just taken off. It's incredible. You know what I mean? Before it was like real nerd. You know what I mean? But now it's, what can I say?
Well, that's it. I mean, a year on from my channel, I had 400 subscribers like this time last year. I've now got over 1,000, and I was going to do a video of showing what I've done. And it's not about subscribers, but I'll just show you if it helps anybody what I've done to get my subscribers. I mean, the views, I don't get hardly any. I get about 20 views, if that, per video. But random people just sign up to my channel, chat to me in the comments, and then from there I go to their channel, check out their comments, and it just snowballs from there. You just learn new people, you check out all their channels. So next year, I'm going to do a video just showing people, if it helps anyone, what I've done to go from say 400 subscribers to over 1,000, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
The Facebook group's been going from strength to strength, Roger, as well, hasn't it? It's like, what are you at now? Over 700?
Yeah, the group's at 730, I think.
Wow. Got 2 more.
Brilliant.
And you were trying for the competition for subscribers. You were trying to get 300-400 then, and it seemed to be, we were trying to push it, and it just took off after that,
Yeah. It's done really well. Right, James, your
Yes,
winner. I'm going to give the winner to, I think he's called Gwendino Plays.
Gernaldinho plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the actual answer was 12, but he got it pretty close early on, so I'm going to give it to him.
Okay,
Got
nice
a fantastic channel. Fantastic channel. Oh,
Yep,
So-
lots of everything's done by the hands. So expressions are done with hands. So we make a very good politician. So awesome channel. I mean, and he also does great community videos as well. It's like to get.
it does, yeah. I'll tell you, because of him, I've done so many lately. These community challenge videos are fantastic, and it usually starts with him and his channel. And, oh, they're just fabulous.
Yeah, awesome. So well done, Gernaldinho plays. I'll try and find
Get
the
in
number
there.
that you had.
Nice one.
So well done, my friend. But yeah, I just looked and I've got 52 comments that I've not put onto the chat. So there is a backlog. So I do apologise. But if you haven't already done so, Gernaldinho, you're going to have great time playing through that Oliver Twins collection if you've not already got an Evercade. If you haven't, go and buy one. So
Yeah.
Congratulations, Rob.
Well done, Rob, mate.
Well done.
Yeah, lots of congrats coming in on the chat there for him.
Yeah, I think where am I up to at the moment? People are just talking about the price of the Evercade, right? So I'm going to skip through all these. I do apologise if you have put any comments there. I'm going to try and get.
Wow. Yeah, you have a lot to go through, James. I can see that now.
Yeah.
Next.
It's because that bloody Christmas tree. No, I'm joking. But no, well done. Well done. And it's, I mean, the thing is, it's so nice when people actually say congrats as well. Because like sometimes there was an arcade giveaway. There was one of the arcade groups that I follow on Facebook, the Play Leisure. They were giving you £1,000 worth of voucher to spend on one of the arcade machines. So I was like, man, I've got to have it because I want F355 arcade machine. And even though I didn't win it, it's just so nice to see people saying congrats and well done to people. So
yeah, that's it.
It's just, it would have been, even though that I was upset I didn't win. Where am I going to bloody put an arcade machine if I can't, I can't bloody do anything in this place here.
I mean, obviously, guys. I mean, you, James, and whatever. You'll know that I do a hell of a lot of giveaways, and that's one of the never yet in all the giveaways that I've done do I ever get a negative comment. It's fantastic. And I used to think I'm going to lose loads of subscribers after the giveaway finishes, and I haven't. I'm actually staggered by it. So, yeah, fantastic. There'll be another one coming as soon as I reach 600, which is not far away now.
No, not at all. I mean, anyone that is in the chat as well, by all means, check out Andy's channel. Every single link, channel, and everything is in the descriptions below this video. So if you're talking in chat, just click on that down arrow and you can find out information about the Facebook group, Andy's channel, Martin's website as well. It's all in there. So everything you need related to Evercade, retro gaming, great giveaways, actual great YouTube channels as well. It's all in the description below. So check it out. And if you want to, this is a kind of a Retro Bear reference. Tell them that ItsMuchMore sent you. So when you get there, put a comment and say that we sent you. So I'm so far behind on these comments, and I do apologise. But yes. So yeah.
Once you start chatting, you can't stop.
Is it like Pringles? Yes.
Yeah.
So the Evercade official team has a Discord chat, but I don't think the unofficial guys have one. But you've got a Facebook group, and from there you can chat to everybody there.
Thank you, Liam.
So yeah, all good. I'm just getting through these. How far away is that then? That comment was done at 9:49. Right, we're now 10:05, so I am catching up. We're nearly there. And it's nearly Christmas. It'll be Christmas by the time I'm finished.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, be Boxing Day.
So there was Gernaldinho's guess. So I don't have to put everybody else's guesses in because sadly that weren't close enough.
Yeah.
So we're scrolling through here. We've got anything else. Mark is a top guy. There we go. Another little comment there, which is all good. Oh, it says me. It's all good. What's this? Better 2021. Well, if we're having a look back at 2020 for the Evercade, it was a great year for the Evercade.
Fantastic.
2020.
Yeah. Just not for life.
Exactly. I mean, look at the releases you've had month in, month in. You've had the actual handheld itself. You had so many announcements. You know, so many great things like, you know, these groups and YouTube videos and magazines. Everything's on there. It's awesome.
Yeah. Absolutely fantastic year for that. Yeah.
Yeah. 2021 is going to be incredible. Considering you've got Codemasters already announced. I mean, Jalico, I forgot about those, but they're going to be there, and they're amazing.
Yeah.
Just need to put more time in playing the Evercade, because I thought it's pretty like everybody else. I thought with having time off from traveling to work, because I usually take about 2 hours back and forth to get to the office where I work, I'd have more time to play games. I'm having less time playing games. So,
and I don't even have time to listen to my podcasts now. I used to listen to them while I was driving. You know, so.
But that's it. I mean, when I was on my way to work, if I had my Evercade with me, I would get through so many games, you know. But just haven't had the time to play it. But I will. I was rocking out the videos earlier on, but I still need to do the Atari Lynx Collection 1 and 2. So yeah, where am I up to on these comments? We're at 9:56. So far behind. But if anybody else wants to chat about anything, by all means do so. I've finished my drink and my mince pie now. So if you want to do any plugs for your websites and your channels, by all means go ahead. The floor is yours.
Come on, Andy, get your plug in there.
Oh yeah, get my plug in. Yeah. Well, if you want to watch an old fat talk a load of old garbage, head over to UK Kraut Gaming. No, seriously, guys. I mean, I'm absolute. Well, you can see the madness around me. Absolutely love retro gaming and modern gaming. So I probably covered it somewhere on my channel. If you want to get over there, go to my library, which I finally realised I had locked to private. Stupidly. So I've unlocked them all now. You can get in there and you can go to a category direct. If you want to look at the Super Retrocade or if you want to look at the Evercade, you can go direct to them now, guys. So yeah, head over there and have a look. As I say, when I get to a milestone in my subscribers, I always do a giveaway, usually a console. So again, keep an eye out for it reaching 600. I'm nearly there now. And once I reach 600, I'll make an announcement of what the competition is going to be. And there you go, guys. That's my plug.
I'd just like to say, Andy, that because of you, I'm randomly looking on eBay for a Gizmondo every now and then.
Oh, really?
I don't want one. I don't need one. But I'm looking.
I'll tell you what, it had, for the tiniest blinking library, it had some little stunners on there. It really did, like with the, the new take of Trailblazer. It's fabulous, fabulous bloody game. And of course, it only ever went to the Gizmondo. Even when it reached the PSP, it was like almost like a mediocre half attempt of it. The Gizmondo version is a stunner. Colors, even though it was never released, I mean, all of those games are on the internet, and you're quite welcome to download them. There's no problem with it whatsoever. Nobody's got a license on that anymore. Colors is very much like Grand Theft Auto. Wasn't completely finished, but good enough. And where else would you play a game where to get out of prison, you have some male love to bribe your way out? I mean, that just tells you what that game's like. It's mental. Sticky Balls. Oh, awesome bloody game. And fantastic intro if you've ever seen it.
Was that the same game, Andy?
Oh, no. That is not the same game, funny enough, yeah. But yeah, it's still to this day my absolute...
Bringing the tone down, James. I don't know. Andy, I don't know. You've talking about your sticky balls the last time as well, so.
Yeah. No, I think we all suffer with that sometimes.
So, Martin, tell us all about your website then, please,
Yes,
if you may.
my website is evercade.info, so I just try and keep it updated with all the latest news to do with Evercade. I have all the original, well, not all of them, as many of the original manuals for the games as I can get. I've also started scanning in the Evercade manual as well. I still have to do links 1 and 2, but I have all of the original Evercade manuals in as well as the original games. And I just try and keep it up to date, and you can see all the platforms for each game, and I have a breakdown of the platforms. So it's just a general Evercade site. So evercade.info if you're looking for anything to do with the Evercade.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
And Liam, if you want to tell us about the magazine, the Fanzone magazine that you've done, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, another one on Martin's site. He's put it up. Thanks for links before that. I was just come back to my Google Drive. But yeah, it's just a fanzine run by us in the group, sort of written by us in the group, created by us in the groups about everything about the Evercade really. But first one was quite small. Hopefully the next time I have a few more things in there. There was one page with your channel and Andy's channel and the channel. But next time, yeah, hopefully have a few more bits in there next time. Interviews, articles, hopefully sort of member generated content, sort of things sent in by members. But yeah, it's
I think you've been humble there, Liam, saying it was small. I think the first issue has been excellent. You know, there's a lot of content in there. You know,
fantastic to see my face at the back. Thanks for that.
Awesome, very awesome stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you haven't done so already, there is a mailing list to get yourself that Fanzone. Is it called Fanzone Magazine? Is it? How's it?
Evercade Evolution.
Evercade Evolution. Yeah, but if you haven't done so already, check out the group, the Facebook group. There is a link on there on how you to sign up for the mailing list, and also check out the first edition. It's a nice glossy PDF magazine you can read through. Great reviews, news, articles in there, information about the admin team, and just all sort of great stuff as well, like Evercade related. So check it out. And then if you get signed up on that mailing list, you won't miss out on the next episode as well.
Yeah, and the mailing list is doing well, Liam. We're nearly up to 50 subscriptions already for people looking to know about the next issue.
Awesome, very good, and it is great and great stuff there, Liam. Very good work. It's very professional and awesome addition to the Evercade community.
Big time.
Right, what we got here? Everyone looks like everyone's going to bed now because everyone's getting ready for Christmas. What we got here? Everyone's saying goodnight. Always, Daz is leaving, so everyone's saying goodnight to Daz. Thanks for being there, 1917 Daz.
Daz.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but yeah, I think there's a wasp in my headset. So yes, everyone's going. No, not everyone's going, but I think Daz is going. Everyone's saying goodbye to Daz. See you later, Daz. Take it easy. But I think now is a time as well. It's getting late now. It's 10:15 nearly at night, and I want to say, because I'm gonna probably end this. We're gonna end this stream now. Sounds good for everyone to go. Are we gonna end it now?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm at work tomorrow.
Yeah, some of us are as well. But yeah, it's been a real pleasure doing this stream again with you guys from the Evercade group, and yeah, Andy as well. Awesome, lovely to see everybody again. I hope you and all your families and friends and everyone have a great Christmas, and also everybody in the chat as well. Thanks for being here, taking part in these giveaways, just talking amongst yourselves. It's been lovely. So each and every one of you as well, have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and to Andy as well, and Pete, and everyone that's joined us as well. So that's my goodbye. So if you all want to say your goodbyes one after each other, that's yeah, do it.
Yeah, I'll say bye-bye, guys. Nice to see you all again. It's always a bloody pleasure, it really is. And yeah, hope to do it again soon. Yeah, I'll see you later, guys. I shall. We'll see how I end this, he says. I can't remember. Being an old fool. See you later, guys. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too, mate.
Thanks, Eddie. So I just like to say happy Christmas to everyone, or happy holidays, or whatever, but enjoy the break, and I hope you have a happy and peaceful and safe 2021. Hopefully we'll be all here next year and Trump will be gone. So what can I say? Listen, thanks a million, guys. I've really enjoyed it. Been a great year for retro gaming, and really enjoyed the chat. And it's great to have this social outlet during lockdown. You know, it's been meant a lot to me personally. You know, so thanks. Have a great one.
Thank you very much for that, Martin. Yes, Liam, do you want to say goodbyes and thanks to anybody, and also your last message about your magazine as well?
Just cheers for having me, really. First one. It's long, like 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's a long time, but yeah, cheers for having me. Merry Christmas, everyone. Next fanzine should be out about mid-February, and if you want to sort of submit anything for that, so we want a lot of sort of second opinions on reviews. We're doing the Data East and the Namco collection one. So any reviews you want to submit for that, and sort of scores and ratings based on the sort of same systems as the original one, just feel free to send them over. So yeah, Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much, Liam. Awesome, thank you very much. And Roger, yourself, you want to say your final goodbyes to the people in the chat, the community, and just anybody really?
Yeah, thanks for joining us tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it. Like Liam said, if you want to be involved in magazines, there's an email address in the PDF where you can send your reviews, your pictures. We're even doing a little sales bit in there as well if you want to sell stuff. Thanks to James for doing this program tonight, and I wish you and everybody here a very happy Christmas.
Thank you very much. Yes, and yeah, take care of yourself, everybody, and we'll see you again next time. All the best. Bye-bye.
Thanks for hosting, James.
Oh, my pleasure. It's always good to be asked, and hopefully in January we can do a look back at 2020 and what we've got to come in 2021 for the Evercade. So yeah, we'll see you again soon. Take care of yourself. All the best. Bye-bye.
Guys, thanks very much. Thanks, James. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Martin. Cheers, James.
No problem. Take care.
It was good.